Hello, everybody. Welcome to Not Just Any RPG. We're playing Call of Cthulhu once again. Masks of Nyarlathotep. Today is our first session in a new location that's not Africa, Kenya. I think it's our first time in the Western Hemisphere completely. Maybe Kenya's in the West. I don't know. I don't actually know.
Well, is it Eastern or Western?
Eastern. Yeah, Eastern Hemisphere. Yes. Depends on where you put the line. Very America-centric of you. I'm just kidding.
According to Moses, it would be Eastern.
So, thank you to Syrinscape for letting us use your music and ambiance and sounds. Please, if you're running your own campaign, check them out. They have a bunch of different sets for many different systems, so just check it out. It's a great way to immerse yourself and your players. Also, thank you to Milo Polish for the theme song you heard a few seconds ago. And I forgot to introduce the players. My bad, guys. Sorry, guys. We have Princeton Philips back, played by Justin. Moses Franklin, played by Gavin. A new character, Madeline Lockhart, who you may remember, you may not, played by Emma D. Sam Starwood, played by Anthony, and Sir Harold Godfrey, played by Luke. We also have another new character, played by Emma N., joining us later, we think. So
we hope.
We hope. We'll see how that goes. But without further ado, we have a bit of a recap from Sam Starwood.
Okay, so I'm writing a letter this time. So, dear Mr. Black Pharaoh and Sir Nyarlathotep, I'm writing to you today to formally request that you cease your organization's current attempt at destroying the world as I know it. While I'm sure you have had some circumstances that may justify, in your minds, this diabolical plan, it's important to consider the situation from all perspectives. Firstly, your plan denies millions of people their right to due process under a fair democratic law. Indiscriminate killing of civilians is a crime under the Hague Convention of 1907 and could be punishable by the League of Nations. Therefore, my recommendation is to pursue your goals through a non-violent, peaceful means and consider various opportunities for compromise with the human race. Secondly, your plan requires human sacrifice, which is barbaric and unseemly. Certainly, the ritualistic killing of men does not yield any benefits of any kind, and your rituals should be ideally performed through non-lethal methods. Finally, your plan involves the destruction of myself, Sam Starwood, along with my friends and family. That is simply not an acceptable outcome. As you saw over this past week, I am willing to take deliberate action to obstruct your organization's plans. As you know, I, along with my compatriots, journeyed 5 days to the Mountain of the Wind, encountering many perils, including attacks by cultists and unripe salad. Along the way, we stopped by the supposed site of the massacre of the Carlisle expedition, which was located in what biologists call an area of doom. Next, we journeyed further to the foot of the Mountain of the Wind, where Florence found a cave. We went into the cave and found some of our old friends, including Princeton, Amelia, and Arthur. Unfortunately, we were not able to save Merrick from your clutches, but we got revenge using the power of cats and chameleons to destroy Hypatia before she could give birth to the child of Nyarlathotep. We also took out your evil sorceress. While unfortunately I left my bag in the mountain, I'm glad we were able to safely get everyone back. I'm simply unafraid to continue to successfully oppose your organization's power and influence, and I will use further force to disrupt your attempt at destroying what I care about. Best wishes, Sam Starwood.
Okay, all right. We have a bit of an argumentative essay from Sam Starwood to Nyarlathotep.
Very persuasive, if you ask me.
We rejoin our investigators as they have come back to Mombasa, the port city, and are now discussing where to head next. What are we talking about? And also, as well as kind of filling Godfrey in on the events of what transpired
Oh,
Well, I don't know who I'm talking to other than just Sam and Sir Godfrey, because everybody else is basically left at this point, and Princeton's still, like, gone
Well, I'm saying.
mentally.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Well,
I'm just sitting there trying to listen in.
pretty much. Well, we're off to, where should we go next, with all of this craziness?
Australia.
Well,
Sounds like fun.
what do we have in Australia to look forward to? Aside
Well,
from the kangaroos, of course.
You know, one of the dots on that map back in the Bent Pyramid was in Australia. And then we met a guy in New York. You remember? Oh, wait. If you remember from your writings from Jack Douglas, we met a guy named Anthony Cowell who teaches at the University of Sydney.
Ah, yes,
So-
I remember him mentioning something about that.
So that's a lead we have. So I say we go to Sydney.
I hear they have giant crocodiles down there.
Oh, I hope so.
Are you gonna go on a little bit of a hunt while you're down there, Sir Godfrey?
I can't go on a trip without a hunt, Mr. Moses.
Fair enough.
Maybe we'll go to the outback and you can find some kangaroos, emus.
I
they're
or
majestic.
we, Dr. Starwood?
We, of course.
Excellent. Excellent, definitely. I'd rather
I
go
know.
to Australia. I think that's
Australia?
the right play.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so we'll hop on a boat.
Sounds good. Let's head off that way then. Come on, Princeton, let's go. We need to get you fixed up over here, bud.
Okay.
So,
Please fix me.
with Princeton getting help, the help he needs from Moses to hopefully be at least a little bit more sane, and with Florence leaving to take care of the funeral for the person you all knew as Merrick, as well as for her child, with Reginald leaving to ensure that Amelia and his soon-to-be newborn are taken care of. You all realize that you're a little bit short-handed. So you give Carlton Ramsey a call back in New York and see who else Merrick and Amelia put on that list as people who could possibly help you, and are told that they will meet you in Sydney. They might even be waiting for you there by the time Princeton is better and ready to make that trip. So a few weeks pass, about a month passes, really, or a few weeks. I'm sorry. I that's in book. It would take that long, rules as written, because you guys are kind of on a tighter schedule. I'm homebrewing it and saying that it takes less time to make people not insane. So after a few weeks, Princeton, you are no longer insane. You're no longer indefinitely insane. And you all get on the first ship you can to get to Sydney. It's quite a long trip. Same boat rules apply. If you guys can describe something that you can do, you can get some points in a skill related to that. What would you like to do?
Hold on, let me think about this.
Well, technically I would probably spend most of the boat ride, or at least Moses would be spending most of the boat ride, working with Princeton on his mental
Okay.
health issues, but I don't know if that would be the only thing that I would have time for.
If it's something that you know how to do, you can do two things. So that would be psychology or psychoanalysis, which you get a D4 to, and you can choose one more thing to do.
Okay.
If it's a new skill that you don't have any points in, you're only allowed to do that one thing.
So 2 of skills I already have, or 1 of I don't have.
Yes, and you'll get more if it's something you don't have than a D4. I think it's a D10.
So I'll help Princeton Philips, and then I will.
If you just wanted both psychs from that, I would allow that as well.
Sure,
Like
we'll just go with
psychology
that.
and psychoanalysis.
Yeah.
So a D4 to both of those. What's everybody else up to on the boat?
Is it kind of like the last ship that we were on, where there's a ton of stuff, or is it just like a normal boat?
Do you mean on the ship to England? On the ship
because
from
I was shooting skeet off the boat back there.
I would say yeah, probably. To Sydney, maybe not as much stuff to do. You might be able to still shoot skeet off the back, but it's probably not as big as that one because that was going from New York to London.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, I want to shoot skeet, and then I want to go fishing.
all right. What's fishing going to improve?
I don't know.
Okay, all right.
Natural world.
I got zoology and natural world.
Either one of those works.
Natural world, baby.
All right, add a D4 to both of those. Your rifle as well as that. Princeton, what are you doing besides getting psychological help? If you want to, one of these things I'll let you do. Add a D4 to your sanity because you're getting psychological help, and then the other thing you can choose.
Get a 1.
All right.
What can I do? Well, I am trying to listen more and try to be more attentive to the world. So, I'm listening.
You're insane and zoned out whenever whenever Moses isn't talking to you. Sure. You can add a D4 to your listen. Sam, what's up? What's life on the ship like for you? What are you doing?
I'm gonna do some bird watching.
What is that gonna improve? Just spot hidden? Okay.
And then I guess I'll do some boxing to improve brawl.
Okay.
Bird watch in the middle of the ocean.
It's not gonna be fun bird watching, but
I'll say there's
Eagle. Well, it's Australia.
I'll say there probably isn't like a boxing ring, but there might be like a punching bag in a like a gym type area on
You
the
just
ship.
punch the bed.
That's true.
Yeah.
Just punch your pillow at night. That's all you need.
ooh. And what happens if I get a skill up to 90?
Oh, I believe you gain 5 sanity. I'm gonna have to look that up.
Oh, really? Oh, I gained
yeah.
5 sanity.
Let me double check that. But yeah, it's something you do gain sanity for sure.
Myself gained sanity for this. Not for Kenya, but
I'm one of the
For
best
punching.
shots you guys have ever seen in your life.
You what? The best shot.
Yeah.
100% 99% accuracy.
Yeah, I'm at 91 right now, and I'm only going up.
nice. Me and Sir
Um,
Godfrey being the combat of the team.
Pretty much,
Doesn't show up for that last climax.
honestly.
I can
We didn't
fight.
need it.
You had the guts to fight.
There was a lot of stuff that happened. So, I mean, I brawled to try to save Amelia's life at one time.
The only time I can recall.
Yeah.
So,
Pretty good at it.
after some time, I believe it's a few weeks actually. You arrive in Sydney. Yeah, it's actually gonna be almost a month. You arrive in Sydney. This is a familiar sight. Getting off the port, getting off the ship onto a harbor in a large city, and looking around. It is. Sydney is a burgeoning city. It's growing. It's the largest city in Australia at this point, I believe. And it is, for what was at one point just a simple penal colony, has now blossomed, at least in this city, into a beautiful place with a reasonably diverse population for a colony of Great Britain. And yeah, you get off the ship onto port. You walk kind of through the crowds on this busy dock, towards the mainland. There are 2 women waiting at the end of the dock. They're just standing there. They're the only people standing there. And Godfrey, Sam, one of these women is a lady you met at the zoo in New York.
Holy good Christ.
What is it, Gavin?
Hello.
Don't bring up the penguin.
He's gonna remember that. I don't know anyone who would forget that. Hello.
I feel like Hi, are you guys from the expedition group?
We
You
are.
could say that.
I feel like I might know you from somewhere.
You might.
I
Maybe.
might.
Are you sure?
I mean, not really.
Huh.
Fair enough.
You
We
guys
might not know
look
each
very
other.
familiar.
I do have a familiar face.
Mm-hmm. I'd say you're British. Were you guys the people that bought that penguin? I remember your voice.
Maybe.
Yes.
Yes?
Who's asking?
What's she gonna do? Like, she's obviously not at the zoo anymore. Yes, we bought the penguin.
Oh, how is he? It was George. He's quite a
somewhere in
penguin.
Saudi Arabia right now.
Somewhere in Saudi. Why?
I sold him to an Arab prince.
I mean, you could have just sold him back to the zoo. We would have taken him.
Saudi
Yeah,
Prince
but
is
I was
off for
in
more money than
Egypt,
you.
and he was there, and he wanted it, and I wanted to get rid of him. So it worked out.
Is he like well taken care of? Is
I'm
is he
sure.
happy?
He's in a palace somewhere.
He's living better than if I was taking care of him, that's for sure.
Yeah, he's better off than being on this expedition.
I would have turned him into a hat.
Yeah, you can thank me for saving that penguin's life several times. Mainly from Sir Godfrey.
Ah, well, I guess that's interesting. Anyways, and I point over next to me, like, this is Loretta, I believe, right?
Yes, I'm Loretta Lynch, but you guys can call me Lottie.
Nice to meet you.
Great to meet you. I'm just so excited. I helped Merrick. Well, I have now learned that her name is actually Lorraine. Can you believe it? Anyway,
What?
I met Merrick helping her find this bad dude a couple years back. It was really great. Really loved getting to know her. She was sure intent. Well, she told me all about this cult stuff y'all been following because, well, I am and hopefully I don't butcher how to say this, an antiquarian.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I just, out of character, don't know how to pronounce it.
Antiquarian?
Yeah. No, in character. Anyway, I just love getting new stuff, and lately I have Merrick let me know about this cult of the Bloody Tongue y'all were getting into, and I have just been so fascinated with all this work that you have done, and I just think there's some really cool stuff to learn, and maybe some cool stuff to find, if you know what I mean.
There's certainly good stuff to find. That's my favorite part.
Yes.
There's some good stuff.
I love to collect, and I'm ready for it. And I'm really excited to get to know all of you guys. You guys seem like a cool group.
Did she mention a man named Princeton?
You know, she did like once. And, you know, I'm excited to get to know you, Princeton. I think it'll be swell.
On another note, does anyone have any Tylenol?
Any what?
Tylenol?
Tylenol.
Tylenol?
I may-
What now?
I may have some in my bag here. Let me check real quick. Look through my bag.
I'm gonna whisper to Sam, is she an addict?
Maybe.
I think Tylenol may have been created in 1955.
Is she a time-traveling addict?
She's addicted to time travel?
I found something that'll get rid of your headache straight away.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Aspirin in general was invented in 1897. So
Okay,
we'll
dude,
pretend
just
she said
aspirin.
aspirin.
Okay.
I thought they just used
She
cocaine.
said aspirin.
Yeah.
You got
Just
cocaine?
cough syrup.
Well,
But yeah, I have some aspirin.
Okay.
well, it is very nice to meet the two of you. I'm sure that you know what you're getting into by joining us. I mean, look at me. I have my, and I know I have injuries right now, but what you can't see is that I've had my heart broken. I've been starved. I've been beaten. It's not easy being us.
Oh, you poor thing.
I don't know. I don't think everyone's had that experience. Sir Godfrey seems to be doing quite well.
I'm surviving,
Oh,
and I think I'm financially up after this whole endeavor so far.
I'm in financial ruins. Okay, but you know, this adventure has been a blessing in disguise because I found God, and God has given me a second chance to be on this adventure. He took away my Merrick, but I will see through this until the end. Because my name is Princeton Philips.
Good for you, Princeton Philips.
That's quite the motivation.
Good for you.
Drive me to wake up.
McGee.
Mickey.
Sorry.
So I say we stay at a luxurious hotel in Sydney.
Ooh, luxury.
I
Are you-
also suggest that, because that is what I am going to do.
I feel like Sam may have been speaking on your behalf there, Godfrey. I feel like he knows you
Okay.
very well at this point.
Gotcha.
I've quite learned to love the fancy British life.
There's much to love about it, Sam.
Sounds like an oxymoron. Fancy British. Ugh.
You're just jealous.
Wow.
Gotta.
Sam is infected by Britishness.
Moses, why
Very
don't
strange
The British
character development
invasion.
here.
Yeah.
Moses? You might want to treat him as well. I don't think he's made it out completely intact.
No,
So I'm doing better than ever.
I think he's
Sort of
doing just
insane
fine. It's
person
just
would
who he
say.
is, Princeton.
As someone who's been insane twice, I just want to say I thought it was getting better. In fact, it's getting worse. So, Sam, seek help.
No.
Okay.
This is a fun dynamic.
Bloody. No.
So So are you sure you really want to join us on this investigation, expedition, clusterfuck, whatever you want to call it?
Are you asking me?
I'm asking both.
Oh, well, yes. I am so interested in this work that y'all have been doing. I've been following, everything that Merrick has sent me, and
Merrick sent
recently.
you letters?
Well, why, yes.
Wait, when?
Well,
she didn't send
how do you think I found out about all this?
She didn't-
Anyway,
She could write.
all I know is that y'all have been after something big, and I want to be a part of it.
And Miss Lottie, what exactly are your qualifications?
Well, I work a great deal in antiques, so I know quite a bit when it comes to finding old relics, old random little
Welcome
things.
aboard. It's good to have an appraiser with us. Okay.
Yes, I'm excited. Also, I have this really, really old shotgun that I found not too long ago, and I'm excited to see it in action.
Did you? Oh, because you're antiquarian. I thought you could stole it, and that
No,
couple of commandments broken right there.
Prince,
Man,
I've never known
Everything's
of
stolen
you
at
to
some
be-
point.
We operate exclusively above board.
I'm
Okay.
a new man.
Never known you to be such a religious man.
Well, that was the old Princeton. The new Princeton is better. That's all I gotta say. I am gonna become the Pope after this.
That's
If God
quite
wills me to
ambitious.
survive. Oh yeah, you just watch.
That's definitely something a sane person would aspire to.
Yes, very sane.
Hey. Well,
Madeline, why are you joining along? I mean, I know why I am, but
Well, Amelia is my best friend. I am the godmother of her child. Whatever this mess that you guys are in, it affects not only you guys, it affects the entire world, and I'm here to make sure that the world is good enough for my godchild.
It's a very honorable cause.
that's so sweet.
that is noble. I assure you that Amelia and Reginald are doing fine. The last time we saw them,
Are they?
I think the last time you saw them, Princeton, they were fleeing the country, going back home in search of help.
Yeah, I'm on Moses' side here. They're kind of Amelia's kind of messed up right now.
I think you were still a little bit loopy whenever you last saw them, so you probably don't remember that.
they,
They're on
So
the
she didn't
road
give
to
birth?
recovery.
Yeah.
she didn't. Oh, I thought she gave birth. I guess not.
I think you're imagining some of
No.
these things. You need to... But do we need to have a few more sessions to clarify what's real and what's fake?
A little. Maybe one more.
Okay, maybe later tonight we can do that.
Okay.
Noble work.
Now I understand. You're Princeton. It all
I
makes
am.
sense now.
Indeed it does.
Okay.
Got him.
Okay.
This is why the dice brought Princeton back.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I will be better tomorrow once I sleep at that fancy hotel that we've been alluding to.
Yes, let us sleep.
I could use some of that.
And then in the morning we'll figure out what we're doing in Australia.
All right. You guys make your way to the Victoria Hotel. It is very, very nice. You come in. There's a harp being played. There's a grand piano set up that isn't being played currently. There are people just waiting to take your bags. They're not doing anything else. They're just standing around. And as you come up, they offer to take whatever bags you might have. Godfrey. They mostly take Godfrey's bags with an S.
They're not allowed to take my gun, though. I carry that.
Okay. This expedition has scarred Godfrey that he doesn't. He makes sure he has his gun at all times.
I don't blame him.
You talk to the woman at the front desk, and she's very nice. She helps you all get rooms. Some of you might like to share a room. Some of you probably all get extra rooms. Actually, you probably all get your own rooms. And it's a nice night to sleep. It's quiet here. Everything is well kept, put together. And you wake up the next morning, and it's a beautiful day. You see the light streaming in through the windows. It's peaceful here for once.
It's a nice change of pace. I saw a little bit of photomania, so I'm like, ooh. So I'm like, how you doing?
It's pretty nice. I could get used to this.
Yeah,
I am. I would like to live in Australia. Australia.
Bugs here. I don't know if you'd like it that much.
Crikey.
Crikey.
Yeah, I've decided after this I'm moving to the northwest of England.
Why England?
It's nice in the countryside. Good weather. Good people.
Werewolves.
There's that, yeah. Werewolves.
But
I
I
think
guess
when all this is done, I want the contact information of that prince, and I want George back.
I
think something could be arranged. So.
yeah. So I guess we should figure out our plan for Australia.
It's probably not a bad idea.
So I was looking back through some of my notes from whenever we talked to Anthony Cowell in New York. Wait, were you there, Princeton?
I was in Harvard at the library researching.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I remember from that was there's something about a bat cult in Australia among the Aboriginal population. And then a guy named Arthur McWhirr, who's from Port Hedland, he wrote a diary about the different things he encountered when studying the bat cult.
Do we
and
know
then
how far that port is from here?
Not a clue at all.
Great.
But I think while we're in Sydney, we should probably ask around, see if we can find anyone that knows about the bat cult. Other than that, I guess our motivation is that one of the dots in that bent pyramid was in Australia. So obviously something bad's going on here. So
That is possible.
Suppose so. Probably ought to move swiftly with some sense of urgency. So let's get a move on. Where should we maybe try the library, perhaps?
Oh,
In search of
we might go to the
information.
newspaper.
Maybe
some of us can try the.
Newspaper
I've
could
given
work,
up
and I
on libraries.
think going to the
Oh,
library sounds great too.
okay.
Sir Godfrey, I know your favorite pastime is looking up bats at the library, so.
Are you gonna split up? Because I'll go on the newspaper team.
Well,
Am I going to go?
I think either way we will be dealing with this bat cult one way or another. So it's a pick your poison.
I'll go to the library.
Library. I'm also going to be
Are we
there.
all going to the library?
The library.
Library.
I guess I'll go. I'll give it another good effort try.
Okay.
Try your hardest.
You make your way to the State Library of Australia. You come to the front door, and in most places you've been able to just kind of walk in, talk to the people at the front desk. But instead, there's like a gate in front of the front doors to this massive library. And as you approach, a man walks up. Do you have entry to the library?
I would assume so.
Do you
What do you
have?
need to get?
You need a recommendation from someone important.
To get into the library?
What is?
Well, this is the state library. It's the colonial government set this up as a way for university students and professors and politicians to research.
I'm
A
British.
university professor here.
That's me.
Nudge, nudge, Princeton.
Yeah, that is.
And we are doing some research.
Well,
Oh, wait a minute. Pause game for a second here.
Mhm. Yeah.
I'm British, and I
Okay.
hold a governmental title of Sir. How am I not important enough to get into this?
Is being a knight? I would give you I would give you a bonus die on a social interaction roll if you wanted to try and push that.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to push
I'm
that.
a knight in Britain.
Yeah, so let me grab my dice.
Okay,
No shot.
so what are you saying to this guy?
I don't know. Is there a king or queen in Britain right now? I don't remember.
I believe it's a king.
King.
Alright, I've been knighted by the king himself, and you dare say I need a recommendation from somebody of import to get into this library.
Okay. I'll let you choose intimidate or persuade, and you get a bonus die.
Well, it doesn't matter because I rolled a 1, so.
Okay. Well.
Hell yeah.
I apologize, sir. Please write this way, and he opens the gate. And you are now allowed into this library. This is clearly like if you've ever been or seen pictures of the Library of Congress, this is what it looks like. It's a huge, very official government library, essentially. There's tons of old records. There's although not that old, because Australia started being a colony in the 1800s. So I think late 1700s, whatever. It's not been a colony for super long, so there might not be as old records as you might see in the Library of Congress. But all the same, there's tons of old records from the founding of the colonies. There's tons of books just from all eras and even other parts of the world. There's tons of stuff in here.
What are
Great.
can research about the bat cult?
Yes. Is there a library clerk, or is there anybody in here?
Not really. There are people walking around, but this is like for people who like know what they're looking for.
Okay.
There's probably some people around to help. You'd have to go looking for them.
Okay. Are there any sections, if I look around, are there any sections about cults or around like any mythical things, any
There's plenty of information on the mythical history of Australia. The Aborigine people have a very. It's not. I don't know how well documented it would be, but the Aborigine people certainly have a very interesting mythos, I guess you could put it, or religion. I don't know if they still follow it or not, so I won't call it a mythos. They. Yeah, give me a library use roll. Anyone who wants to look through some of this stuff.
Here we go, library use.
I get an extreme.
library?
Holy, I'm killing it today. I got a 13.
I failed.
Extreme,
Wolves.
extreme, bro. A 2?
Guys,
Spend one
haha,
luck.
roll all your extremes while we're not in any danger.
I
I have
fumbled,
a high
so
I have a high library.
Um,
So
All
I
right.
mean,
all of you who succeeded, you're able to find you find a bunch of different information on Aborigine, kind of their religion. There's some information on dreams and dream walking as some kind of a dream lands, as the English speakers describe it. There's some word you don't quite understand. It's an Aborigine for what they call it, but the English speaker calls it some kind of a dream world or land. Then a few of you find some old diaries from early explorers, and those describe legends and songs from the Aborigine people about a city beneath the great sandy desert of Western Australia. A city built by the gods who were vanquished by the wind. That's what the songs purport, anyway.
Strange.
You know, if we were back in New York, I probably would think this is all BS. I'm in too deep to think anything's BS at this point. I'm just gonna assume this is possible. And very real. And one of us is gonna have to try it at some point.
So, one of us.
Yeah.
Does that include you as a possibility?
As a possibility, no.
Okay. That's fair.
Is there anything else in these diaries that are like journals or anything that pinpoint any specific locations? When they say sandy desert, does this mean like any specific?
No,
Okay.
not particularly. This is like a name. They're giving like their like mythical names of some locations in Australia.
Did they say what the cities were built for?
No, not really. It's more of a story about these gods' rise to power in Australia and their fall to the wind.
What consequence do I get for fumbling?
Oh gosh, in the library.
You get kicked out.
Yeah, I was about to say you probably make too much noise, and yeah, but like it's a library. I don't know what else to.
Shoots a gun off in the library.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You get everybody kicked out because the guard was like, "Oh, I don't know."
Yeah, I'll just get kicked out for being loud.
It's a library. Unless there's also like cultists in here, there's not really much I could do for you fumbling.
Oh well.
So yeah, that's basically what there is to find there. Enough of you succeeded that I've told you much of what there is to find.
Okay. What are the names of the people that wrote these diaries? Do you have any? Would it be of importance to know?
No.
Is there perhaps maybe a map of Australia that we could look at somewhere? I don't know if it would be in the library or if it would be somewhere else.
Sure. There is a section of the library called Google. No, I'll post a picture of the map of Australia. But yeah, there would be for sure in here a map.
I'd be really concerned if a country didn't have a map of its own self. Just like, good luck, everybody, finding your way through the country.
Like
That'd
in the
be kinda
United
fun,
States,
though.
and maybe more in like the
Why?
governmental buildings rather than like just the library or whatever.
Can I look up universities in Australia? Australia?
Australia. Australia.
I
Australia
guess-
universities.
From the University of Sydney, I remember.
Yeah, but if there's like
Um,
any other, then if they have like a department of like cults.
Just a department filled
Of
with
the occult.
cultists.
Yeah, sure, but like,
They have departments relating to like anthropology and stuff.
yeah, that's more of what I meant. I know, I'm like,
Do
department.
you believe in cults or no? Just go up to the professors.
Do I find anything?
Yeah, they have like they have a department for like anthropology. They have a department for archaeology. They have departments for like they have a department for Aborigine studies. There's no department of the occult, but probably some of these professors know about the occultism.
Is there any professor that sticks out to me that's not like the one we know?
There's Professor Anthony Cowles and David Dodge. I believe you guys know both of them. Those are two professors that stick out as kind of big names in those departments.
I don't remember David Dodge. Can you
Well,
give me a short
I think he got mentioned at some point, but
There's your map of Australia. What is this?
Thank you.
I'd say we go find this David Dodge and Anthony Cowles at the university.
I agree with you. Let's go.
Well, I don't know if
Yeah.
Anthony Cowles would be back from New York or not.
I say let's find him first because you guys already talked to him before, right?
But it
So he
should
might
be kinda
remember
long
you?
enough time for him to get back. Sorry, what were you saying, Emma?
But Anthony Cowles might remember. At least Sam. And then he really
So Anthony Cowles is David Dodge is the person who was watching over the Cowles estate while he's away.
So he'd be not like a professor.
Well, we should still talk to him.
I believe he is a professor.
What are his qualifications here?
I don't know.
Professional house sitter.
Yeah. He has a doctorate in house sitting. He might not actually be a professor, but he works closely with Anthony Cowles.
Still trying to find books and I fail. That's gonna be good.
These are books. You like
These
look
are
at the spines.
Yeah.
Ah, books,
Nice.
Books.
words.
Where are the pictures?
Is there anything on the cult of bats? Can I find anything?
Not really. There isn't much
Okay.
particularly about a cult of bats.
Okay. Fun stuff.
Well, I
Um,
suppose if there's nothing else here,
oh.
shall we continue on our way?
Well, I was gonna look for one more thing. Is there anything about, like in Australian mythology, is there anything on different, like, in their religion, in their mythology, any big, like, gods or separate religions that may be more obscure?
Pretty much what you can find, what you can understand from it in this amount of time, is you find a lot of what Professor Cowles told everyone else, which is,
Okay.
Essentially. Actually, I don't think he told you that much about the actual religion. No, there's lots of mythical creatures that live in this like dream place, essentially. I can find the Aborigine word for it, but that's that's basically a lot of what the records show in this library. That's what a lot of is talking about. Their dream lands.
Okay. Alrighty then.
I believe the Aborigine word for it is Alcharinga or Alcharinja, something like that. I do not know how to pronounce it.
Cool. Then yeah, I agree with you, Moses. We might as well head on out.
Okay. Where are you guys headed next?
Well, do we want to go to the university to see if we can find those professors, or do we want to stop somewhere else?
We could find David Dodge's estate.
Anthony Cowell's estate.
Yeah, Anthony Cowell's estate.
Do we have any leads as to where they could be, or any leads to find that information?
We could probably call the university.
I mean, it might just be easier to go to the university and find him there. That's where he works.
Again, he's in New York. There's just a guy watching his mansion.
Oh. Okay. I thought we didn't know that if he was still in New York.
You don't know for sure, but you also don't. He didn't. I don't think he said how long he was going to be there.
I still think it would be smarter just to go to the university and see if he's there first. And then try to find his house.
Okay. You go to the university, and you talk to a few professors and people walking around. You do get told about how Anthony Cowell's works there and how he's away in New York. David Dodge just watching his estate. You can soon enough, someone who knows his address talks to you, and they give it to you if you've shown them. Cowell should have given you a letter of introduction for Dodge, and somebody would give you the address if you show them that. So now you can head over there. Heading over to Cowell's estate. It's in Camperdown, which is one of Sydney's inner suburbs, and it's a short walk away from the campus. It's a really beautiful, large home. It's not a mansion by any stretch of the imagination, but it is certainly. He does well for himself. We'll put it that way. Go up to the front door, knock on it. The door swings open, and a man opens it. Hello. What can I do for you?
Is this the estate of Anthony Cowell's?
Well, yes. Who's this?
We are some people that met with Anthony Cowell's in New York, and we wanted to come down to Australia to do some field work involving his research.
Does he know that you're down here?
Yeah, we alluded to the idea that we would come visit Australia at some point, and he gave us this letter of introduction to give to you.
He takes it from you, and he reads over it. Well, please come in. How is Cowell's doing in the U.S.?
He's
He
doing
invites you in.
He has a nice office. He's been doing a bunch of lectures up in Massachusetts.
Well, is there what are you planning on? Like, what could be here that brings you to his estate?
So we wanted to do a little bit more research in the bat cult found among the Aboriginal. And we were just wondering what the first steps would be in that process. Like, if you have any contacts that are familiar with it, what locations might be profitable to look at. Things like that.
Well, here I can show you to his study, and he takes you down a long hallway. Down at the end, a door swings open. It's kind of a mess in here. There's books stacked on top of books. He's got a beautiful oak desk, but there's just stuff strewn all over it, all over the place in his chair. And he starts thumbing through some things real quick, and he just looks over his shoulder and he's like, "Is there anything in particular that you are looking for? I've tried to organize this place a few times, but there's too much. I might know where something is."
If you could tell us more about, you see, the father of all bats. Or just bat cult in general.
I haven't seen anything about that, I don't think. He's just continuing to flick through things. Is there anything else? Like something he may have told you could look through? Perhaps?
Can I do some sort of recall check?
give me an intelligence check.
Okay. Okay, I passed.
Arthur McWhirr's diary.
Okay, Arthur
Personal.
McWhirr's diary.
Okay. And he picks it up. He's like, it's just a little tiny pocket diary. I've seen this before. He picks it up off like the top of a stack of books, and he hands it to you, and he just says, I'm interested to see what's in here, but I haven't had. It's quite busy working my job and helping to take care of his estate, so I haven't had the chance to read through some of this stuff, even if Professor Cowell said that I could. So I'm very interested if he told you about this one specifically to see what's in it, but I'll let you read first.
Thank you.
All right.
Is this something I could read like quickly, or?
No, it is not. In fact, it's some handouts. So I'll post the handouts. Hopefully you guys will be able to read them. Otherwise, I guess I'll just read it. Let's see.
Always a fun time when the handouts get pulled out.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. The resources. How does that look? Oh yeah, that's legible. There's another.
Oh
one.
yeah, for sure. That's good.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, I could read that really easy.
Okay, let's, I guess take turns reading it. Oh, there's more.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we could take turns reading that. It's 1, 2, 6.
Alright, I'll do the first page.
Okay. First page or first passage?
Popcorn it, boys.
On it by passage.
Yeah. Jock Kubaraku says that Aboriginals are following us. Most unusual if true. They have every reason to fear guns and our bushranger predilection for using them. In the past, I have always known them to head the other way as soon as they see white men. March 21st. We are about equally distant from Joanna Spring and Separation Well, east of an awful line of dry lakes. The heat is terrible. Our hopes are low. There is nothing here, certainly not quartz reefs. Today we sighted several enormous birds flying lazily far above us. How did they get here and where can they be going?
March 22nd. At noon today, we found Jock partially buried in a gully. His body was scoured and covered with hundreds of small punctures as though someone had sandblasted him. We buried him, of course. I shall miss his counsel.
Is it me? Okay.
Somebody else.
Just anybody jump
Okay.
in.
Alright. March 23rd. 22:14 latitude south by 125:39 east. Great sandy desert. Have discovered what appears to be remnants of an ancient city rising from the shifting sands. I believe I have secured several good photographs of this amazing find, though the heat has ruined all but 6 of my photographic plates. By the pitting of the stone, the blocks and pillars appear to be more than 10,000 years old. Incredible. And I guess I'll read the next one. March 24th, 4 camels killed in the attack last night. I saw at least 2 men, and more must have been skulking out there. I've sure hit one. That ends this trip. We'll have to head back to Concudicurry. Concudgery. I thought it was a Q. For this incident. More than men were out there last night. I saw shapes much bigger than men during the attack. My evidence is the bloody of old Sam the camel. Punctured and scraped is the best way I can describe their remains, just like poor Jock. I'll finish it off. Since the attack lasted only a couple of minutes, it's hard for me to believe that anything human could have done so much damage so quickly. But then what was it?
May 15th. Oh.
No, let it go for it.
May 15th. Have told Robert Mackenzie about the city. Together we aim to return and undertake a full survey. When he saw the photographic plates, he was flabbergasted, now as keen as mustard to work with me to realize the discovery.
After Sam finishes flicking through it and kind of telling people what's in it, he takes it out of your hand. David Dodge does, and he kind of flips through it himself, and his brow is furrowed, and he looks at you, and he's. This is a strange find that happened in Australia. Have you heard about the meteorite?
No? What happened with the meteorite?
It's just another strange happening in just another strange happening in Australia. There was a meteorite that it landed over. It landed over near Adelaide, South Australia. If you're going to seek out this, might as well go through South Australia and see what that meteorite's all about.
Good thinking. Do any of y'all have questions for him?
Keep this diary.
You'd really have to ask Professor Cowles. It's not mine to give away.
I understand.
Borrow it.
It's not mine to lend.
Well, thank you anyway.
Absolutely. This is a great find. Good luck.
Thank you. We appreciate all your help.
Yeah. Where's the bathroom in your house?
Do you mean in the washroom?
Listen, I understand American. If you go down the hallway, it's the last door before you get back into the main room. We do call it the washroom here. So.
Thanks for the advice.
I guess we'll wait for you outside, Sam.
Don't take too long.
Scary.
And they actually meant wait for you right outside the washroom door.
We're just all waiting.
Okay. So is there anything valuable that I can reasonably get?
In the washroom? Probably
No,
not.
just on the way out.
Really fancy soap.
I mean, not really. Like I said, he lives well. He's not like uber wealthy. He just. I mean, maybe there would be some like fine china or maybe some like records you could nab. Could you?
I'm just gonna steal the fancy soap. I'm gonna steal their soap.
Okay. Sure.
Typical.
He's gonna be clean.
But then I just walk out.
Okay.
Just like a soap.
All right. So now what will you do with all these leads and information? All 2 of them.
Well,
I guess let's go find an atlas and see where these coordinates are.
good idea.
Dang, going straight for it then.
At this point, it's the best information we have.
Coordinates, and then South Australia at some point.
Yes. How far is the nearest outlet?
How far is what?
The library? The
far
nearest
as-
atlas.
Yeah, you could make your way back to the library for that. That's the nearest place where you know it would probably be.
Okay, yeah. Probably just go there to be safe.
Okay. You head back there. You're able to find a map of Australia, a smaller one. And you do find the location of this structure, this place. It is up in the, if you look at the map that I sent, in Western Australia. It's kind of up near Port Hedland and Broome and Derby, but kind of more close to the center there. It's kind of up in that direction, but it's like pretty far distant inland.
Okay. I guess we should go to the South Australia one first, since it's on the way.
That sounds swell.
I suppose that's a smart idea, Sam. Thank you for your wonderful advice through all this. You seem to be very knowledgeable in all this.
Yeah, it's important that we go quick, so we have to be efficient with how we operate.
I 100% agree.
All right. Where are you headed now? Just going
Yes.
for it? Just starting to travel?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we'll go to South Australia and ask where the meteorite happened.
Now, you will be probably traveling through, like, outback, essentially.
Exciting.
South Australia?
I believe so. Was it in South Australia?
I think South Australia is more temperate, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. Outback
I don't
is
know.
gonna be
It looks-
more northern and western, wouldn't it?
Still looks reasonably deserty to me.
Where are we-
there are some forests though, it seems.
Oh, we're in Sydney, which is down there. Okay.
So would we be going along the coast of South Australia, or would we be sort of going more inland?
I would say let's stick to the coast.
He said near Adelaide, which is on the coast.
Okay. So yeah, we just go along
Yeah.
the coast then.
Even if it's not like, in Adelaide, you can ask people questions in Adelaide.
Yeah.
And that's towards the bottom of South Australia, so.
Well, it's right next to, well, quote unquote, right next to Sydney, so.
Yeah.
Australia's very large. Like,
That's
We say
it's
close.
very, very big.
I caught myself.
Let's see. Let's see if I can switch this music out for something that's a little. There we go.
Ah, yes, Into the Wild.
Into the wild. You guys are headed out into the great wilderness of Australia. It's a varied landscape down here near Sydney and in South Australia. Forests, you go through some more deserty, flat type areas. There's you'll sometimes come across small towns on these roads. It takes you probably a few days, probably a day or two to really get out there. You have to. It's some time already passed on day one. You had to get set up to leave, catch a car, but you do eventually make your way out into the Australian wilderness. Real quick, I just want to show you guys how big Australia is. Just so the stream and the podcast know, I'm sending them a picture from the true size of map, where I just put Texas in the middle of Australia.
Well, you
And-
should have put it, like, in between Sydney and Adelaide.
I think I got the point across.
Definitely did.
Everyone in Europe is always like, oh man, Texas, I heard that Texas is huge. You could drive for this much time and you'll still be in Texas. And then here's Australia out here like, nah, Texas is
Yeah.
not that
Is
big.
its
From
own
Sydney-
country.
Like, to
Yeah,
get
so
across
is
Texas,
so is the
like,
United
12
Kingdom and
hours.
France, and Texas is bigger than both of those places.
Yes, but Texas itself is a state, which makes.
I mean, Australia.
So is Rhode Island.
a-
Rhode Island is also a state.
Oh my
my
God.
friend.
But Australia is a continent. That's big.
Australia,
True.
the land of Australia is not a continent on its own. It's a continent along with New Zealand and some islands and stuff.
Okay, but it's mainly Australia.
Yeah.
That's like,
What do you
The main
call the
Can-
continent? It is called Australia.
Why are
I wonder
we?
if people from New Zealand are pissed right now.
Yeah. New Zealand erasure.
I think it's also called Oceania.
yeah, I've heard that.
I haven't, but
I've heard it, but it's not really used that much.
Well, I believe it's technically actually called that, but everybody else calls it Australia.
Oh, New Zealand calls it Oceania.
Yeah, New Zealanders and people from like Papua New Guinea.
They want to be included. Don't blame them.
All right. I think it also includes Indonesia, that's also very big. Anyway, back to the game. You're all traveling through the wilderness, the great and varied wilds that are Australia. And eventually you make your way down to Adelaide. It takes some time, of course. What's the plan here in Adelaide? Who are you going to seek out? We'll say you get a hotel of like, pretty nice. Not quite to the Sydney level, but
As good as Adelaide can provide.
as good as Adelaide can provide, exactly.
Mr. Godfrey, want to do something fun?
Yeah, I want to shoot something.
I was thinking more, let's go talk to the mayor about this.
Now, you see, Dr. Starwood, you said fun in that sentence, did you not?
Yeah.
I guess we can go talk to the mayor.
A lot of convincing.
A lot of indecisiveness there in that one conversation.
You all want to join?
Oh, well, that'd be great. We're looking for the site of where the meteorite hit, correct?
Yeah, I think so.
Sounds awesome. Might as well also speak to some locals we might run into,
A good idea. Maybe a hunting guide.
Be quite interesting.
I like the way you think, Sir Godfrey. I like the way you think.
Princeton, it's been too long.
It's been too long. Did you miss me? I know you did.
If you already know, then I don't have to answer the question.
Misses me. Oh. I missed everybody here. I mean, half of you I barely even know, but it's good to be back.
I've known of you for a while now.
You have? Oh.
Yes, I was Jack's psychologist, so he informed me about most of the group that was at the time. And you were one of them, I've heard, so.
I like to think that the reason why you went to therapy was because of me. But...
Perhaps, but he never explicitly told me that.
Very egotistical of you.
Okay, I was speaking out of character that time, but you could be in character. Okay.
I couldn't tell, you didn't say anything beforehand.
Yeah,
Well, that's something...
that's something Princeton would say.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I apologize if I've had any impact on his mental health.
Well,
kind of
his
prove
physical health is status is dead now, so there's nothing to apologize for anymore. He is relieved of all pain.
And he's in a better place now.
Indeed, he is.
How could I forget? What a good man. It almost brings a tear to my eye thinking about him.
Well, I say we get a move on and go talk to that mayor.
Lottie, you scare me. Look, there's no warning. Where did he come from?
So you're all making your way to the city hall to talk to the mayor.
Yes.
A mayor.
All right.
I'm assuming Godfrey here has the most political experience, so I'm assuming that he can speak.
He can speak
No.
mayor talk.
You assume completely wrong.
Well-
Do is ask him where the meteor hit.
Yeah. Some
Very
general
well.
geology
I mean-
question.
So are
Do
we
you-
getting shown in, or do I got to knock on a door?
Yeah.
You make your way down to City Hall, and as you're kind of coming up to the front desk to ask if it would be possible for you to meet the mayor, a man in a large man with a white mustache in a black suit comes around the corner, and the receptionist, she goes, Mr. Mayor, there's some people here asking to see you about something, and he kind of walks over and, well, mates, how can I welcome you to the great city of Adelaide, Australia?
I'm gonna reach in for a little handshake.
He shakes your hand.
Good to meet you, Mayor. Whatever the mayor's name is.
Blackburn?
Good
Sure.
to meet you, Mayor Blackburn. My name is Sir Harold Godfrey, and me and my fellow expeditionaries, I think that's a word, expeditionaries, are looking for some information about a meteor that seems to have fallen around the Adelaide area recently.
Ah, you and your colleagues are looking for information on the meteor. It's quite interesting, actually. There's been a couple of meteors that have fallen towards this area. They've flown over Adelaide. They've flown over Sydney and Melbourne, but they all headed in this direction. I am no man of the sciences myself, but surely I've heard that Sir Douglas Mawson, he's from the South Australian School of Mines. He's offered a reward for a guinea a pound for samples of this meteorite.
Samples.
Like free samples?
Well, he would be paying you for
They're
them, so
not-
they wouldn't be free.
Wait,
But
so the
acquiring
meteorite is still there. We can obtain samples from the site?
You would have to ask him. I'm no man of the sciences myself. I think it's interesting, but it's not something that I have looked into very much.
Where could we find him?
The South Australian School of Mines.
Oh, right. Sorry. Space cadet sometimes.
Well, thank you very much for your help, Mayor Blackburn.
No problem, mate. Please come visit Adelaide anytime.
We sure will. One last question as everyone starts to walk away.
Yes.
Is there any good hunting around Adelaide?
Not around Adelaide, although anywhere in Australia there's dangerous animals to be hunted. But in the outback, yeah, you'd find plenty of wildlife, dangerous wildlife to be sure, but what hunting to be had.
Lovely. Lovely. You have a good day, mate. And then I'm going to walk away.
Oh, no. Oh.
I'll be proud of yourself for doing that.
Just a little bit. I'm really blending into the culture here.
As a
Beautiful
British man,
Australian
yes.
culture.
I think that might be the title. Okay, you all head over to the South Australian School of Mines. It is kind of backed onto the University of Adelaide, facing a river nearby. You make your way into the building, looking into one of the open doors. It's wood paneled classrooms, some offices, a few different places like that. As you're walking through the hallways, trying to find kind of like a main office, you can, or even a directory, so you can find the office of this. Douglas Mawson, I believe I said.
Mm-hmm.
You see there's lots of specimens collected in Antarctica. A lot of them by Sir Douglas Mawson. There's a leaf, some animal fossils. There's a huge slab bearing an imprint of a 5-limbed starfish that's about 3 feet in diameter. Those of you who view the last thing and would like to can roll a Cthulhu Mythos check if you really want to.
Only I could roll a 0.
Let's do it. 11. 95.
I got a 79.
Yeah, I failed.
All right. I guess we just won't know what that is. Anyway, it's a starfish, actually. Yeah, no, you absolutely know what it is. It's a starfish.
Well, no.
Actually, let me roll natural world.
Douglas Mawson.
You know what? I'm gonna one-up you on that. Natural world, here we go. I got a 2. I got a 2.
It is unlike any starfish you've ever seen. Must be like a really old, archaic starfish. Like an extinct species of starfish. Gosh.
I think just asking Douglas might be a good idea. That's an interesting starfish, guys.
Yeah. Looks... Can we eat it? Do Australians eat starfish?
Oh
Can't really eat a fossil. Well, you could eat a fossil, it'd just not taste very good.
I would assume it's very dry.
Yeah.
Well, we should look at the rest of this stuff, right?
You're able to find a central office in which you speak to the person behind the counter. Unfortunately, Sir Douglas Mawson isn't in today. He's unavailable to speak to guests, some random Americans, and a British person. But you are directed to the office of an assistant of Professor Mawson, Thomas Coolin. You walk to... he's actually in an office right to the side of Douglas Mawson's. You walk over there. The door is already open, so the 6 of you walk inside. Well, hello. What? I don't think I've ever had 5 Americans and a British person walk through my office.
How do you know he's British?
It sounds like the start.
Look
of
at the
a
way
bad
that he
joke.
look at the way that he dresses. He's clearly British. I would guess of upper class.
You're like
You're very observational.
The
Look at
one of my fortes is British culture, actually.
I'm so sorry for you.
You should have said what culture.
Princeton.
You should have said what culture.
Well, we were looking for Sir Douglas, as we heard that he has some information about a meteorite that pertains of interest to us.
Well, yeah, yes. Mawson is offering a reward. I don't know much more than what's in the papers, but if you're intending to, are you intending to seek out this reward?
We were looking at potentially trying to fulfill this reward, but we were sort of gonna see if we could get any more information before we go out searching.
If you're willing to go out into the area, there is the area is Yudnamatana. That the area around there is where you'll find the meteorite. Possibly that's where it's theorized to be. I would suggest that you talk to George Sumter. He teaches at the school here.
George Sumter?
Sumter.
Sumter. Ah, great.
Do you happen to know where he would be at the moment?
He teaches in well, actually his office is down the hall. It's the School of Mines. I forgot it's not like the whole university. So yeah, his office is down the hall.
I appreciate it. Thank you. We will go speak to him now.
Okay. Are we walking down the hallway? Going
Keep
down
walking.
the hallway. This is a small person in his 40s, small man. Relatively, he's not like tiny or anything. He's scrawny, and he seems nervous as you enter. This is quite a busy day. How can I help you all? Are you looking to? Are you students?
No, sir. We are we are explorers on an expedition, following many clues, and we were one of the things that we are looking for has to pertain to the meteorite that Sir Douglas has put up a bounty for. We were wondering if you would have some more information about this meteorite, about the bounty, or...
Well, I don't have any information specifically about the meteorite, but sorry. But I used to work up in the area. I was a miner up there for many years, but I left a few years ago. I know the area pretty well if you're making your way up there.
Yes, we planned on making our way up there. Do you have any... would you mind maybe either guiding us there, or if you can't guide us there yourself, could you maybe find somebody that could guide us there?
Well, it's... I don't think I could find you a guide, and I certainly can't go. I've got too much schoolwork to do here, but I could, if you're looking for a specific place, I could perhaps tell you where it is. I don't know. I mean, I worked in the Yudnamatana mine until a few years ago, like I said. But I left along with all the other miners a few years ago. Everyone left.
What happened a few years ago?
The company claimed that they let us all go because the price of copper had collapsed, but I think there's probably more to the story.
So what?
Such guys, do you have any? Sorry.
Nope. Could you just draw out a map to the location of the mine? I guess we can start our search from there.
Yeah, he pulls out a little paper map and essentially just like circles a spot.
Thank you.
Also, side note, the Outback totally is in South Australia as well. Everyone, get out of here.
I didn't say anything about
No, I know.
where the Outback was.
I know. Wow. Yeah, he gives you that map.
Is there anything else anybody wanted to ask?
Sounds like you guys wanted to ask about something.
Oh, well, I was just saying if, do you have any idea of what the company you were working for truly was firing or letting you guys go for?
Well, there were some other problems. We were drilling a new adit following some copper ore. We broke through into a large cavern. Brought some lanterns down, and it looked like the walls were glistening with copper and silver. In the center, there was an underground lake, and Stu pushed forward across to get across it to get to the far side, and then, well, the waters seemed to rise around him, and they pulled him down into the lake as he screamed, and you could hear gurgling as bubbles came up, and then the lake started to come for us, and it surged up through the wall and pushed into our tunnel. Grabbed another 2 people who worked with me, and then another man named Wong, and I kept running. That was quite a few years ago now, but I guess I'm still running.
Oh my. Well, that's just terrible. And you've never been back since? Do you know anybody who has been back there?
He's looking down at like the paperwork on his desk and kind of shuffling through it. His eyes he looks terrified, and he just kind of shakes his head. And he's like rustling through papers now.
Oh, sir, it's okay. I totally understand. It's a whole messy situation.
Something like that happened to me, one time I fell in the pool, and it was, the water was so scary.
Exactly. I almost drowned.
No, he's just staring down at the papers.
Okay.
Well, let's shuffle out of here. Not in a fun way.
We're just like, okay. Well, thank you, sir, for information.
Yes, thank you for your help in all this, and we will be on our way now. We'll leave you to your schoolwork.
He nods his head.
That's a good one.
I guess let's head over there.
I love Australia already.
Wow, water devouring people is just lovely.
Nothing strange to see here.
Nope.
So you all head out into the outback.
For the steakhouse, yeah.
There are a few places between here and there. You're probably going to have to stop at least once or twice before you get to Yednamatana. I guess I could roll for it because there's no. I don't think there's any specific place on the map for most of these things. Okay. Looks like you guys are headed to Swag Town.
Is that really what it's called?
Yep.
What
Can you
the hell?
can you
No
repeat
way.
that?
Swag Town.
Oh,
Okay.
found the title.
Sounds groovy.
So you guys are kind of making your way through the outback. You come across the ruins of an old town. And in these ruins, this used to be like a wheat town, like a farmer's town, and a mining hub as well. There's stray dogs walking around and clouds of dust. The only people you see around here are what are called swagmen and other travelers who have propped up in a few of the abandoned homes to stay the night. As you're walking through the town, there's people are kind of just keeping to themselves. There's a man with a dog who has essentially gray fur all over, and the dog, he's sitting in a wooden rocking chair, just like kind of off to the side, not really anywhere. And the dog kind of growls and barks at you as you pass.
Oh. Doesn't look like something I want to pet.
I go up to the man.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, sir. I'm Loretta. Do you think you could help us? We are on our way to find this soul meteorite, as we heard, and we are just, making our way. We're wondering if you could help us, maybe just make sure we're going the right way, or, what's going on here with this town. It looks very interesting.
What are you looking for? Meteorite?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, this meteorite, we're just wanting to make sure that we're going the right way,
Where
seeing as this...
where did it land?
Yeah, would you know?
Well, I mean, you should know. Around where it
Yeah.
landed.
Oh, well. Yeah, we know a little bit, but, we're just wondering, we just wanted to see, if you knew anything about it either.
Well, I don't know anything about meteorite, but I know a thing or two about the places around here. If you told me where it landed here, I might be able to tell you a little bit about that place. Know what you're walking into.
Well, while I wish I could, I don't know too much about the situation,
Okay, are you? Do you really not remember, or are you like lying to this guy?
I'm lying to this guy.
Okay.
I believe it was the Lacuna Tot mine? Something along those.
The Yednamatana.
That's
Yeah,
not
the
enough.
Madonna.
I know it's a lot.
Yudmatot.
Oh, the Yutta. Well, in the Yutta there are these stones. There were these penguin things out there. They were
Penguin things.
They killed a lot of people out there. And he's getting all like misty eyed, like he's not with you for a second. Yeah, these
I'm not
penguin
doing that.
things.
I'm very distracted by the idea of penguin things.
So are you gonna ask him about it further?
Yeah. So what are these penguin things?
Well, the stones in the Yutta were alive, and the small ones would they watch you, and the big ones they'd crush you. They knew that you were there, and you put your lunch box down on a rock, and when you'd look again, it's now 3 yards away, and half of it's gone. The day they blasted that deep tunnel in the number 9 was the day the penguins came back. They were right after the blast. They were clever, thinking that we'd not notice them as the small pebbles, but the pebbles come together as rocks, and the rocks come together as boulders, and the boulders come at us down the tunnels, rolling uphill out of the blast rubble. They were waiting for me, just like I was back in the snow, except that this time they were coming down the tunnels to get me, coming out of the underground lake, rolling through the tunnels like penguins. And he kind of like hugs his dog as he seems to like be getting freaked out by the thought of these penguins.
Sounds quite concerning. Did anyone do
You
anything about it?
No. He starts rambling. Like, there's not... You can't make sense of it. It's like, it's completely off the wall.
Well, sir, you said they came out of an underground lake?
He's just rambling.
Okay, well, let's leave this guy to himself.
Yeah.
Enjoy your cookies.
Thank you.
Well, anyway,
That was
let's keep
interesting.
going towards these mines.
Okay.
There's penguins there. We need to go right away.
Well, I think he said stones that were pebbles turned into things that were like penguins because they came out of the water.
Yeah, penguins.
Penguins.
I don't know if he meant actual penguins. Although
Are you
seeing one of
sure?
these
Else
stones
would
up
he mean?
close might be kind
Okay,
of cool.
okay, hold on. Penguins. Are you... What else would he mean?
Well, he said stones, like pebbles, they gathered all together. They came out of the water like penguins.
Like penguins.
Like,
Therefore, yeah.
as in a similar way, not necessarily similar to what a penguin is.
But I think you're mixing up his words over here because he said like penguins, so I'm assuming they become characteristic like penguins. They waddle around like this.
No.
Well, either way, we should check
Okay.
it out.
I think
You
one of
should.
the stones would be really cool to see. That's for sure.
I guess I've discovered a new good trigger word for Sam, which is penguins. Mentioned penguins, and his eyes just light up. So I'll keep that in my back pocket. So let's head to the meteor site.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You continue to make your way. It's getting to late evening now. And what do you know? There's a ranch here. You've come across a ranch of some kind.
Oh, we need a place to stop for the night.
Is there a house on this ranch?
Yeah. Yes.
Does it look occupied?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well, let's see if they'll let us stay the night. Go up to the door, I guess, and if it's closed and I knock on it.
Okay. It takes a few moments, but eventually a kind of middle-aged man, maybe a bit older than that, he appears. Well, hi. This
Good sir.
is a fine group of characters at my front door.
You couldn't say it any better than myself.
Fine.
We are explorers looking for a place to stay for the night. Would you be willing to accommodate us for the night? We would be willing to pay any expenses that it may cost you.
Well, we wouldn't have room in the house, but you're more than welcome to stay in the barn, in the sheep shed.
Well,
That sounds lovely.
I think most of us would be willing to stay in there. I think with one exception being our friend here, Sir Godfrey. He's a bit of a higher class man from England.
Well, he can
requires-
sleep in the barn, or he can sleep in whatever tent you all packed. His
I'm
choice.
looking at you. He's so offended that you've just asked such a preposterous question.
That wasn't a question.
Okay. I think
we'll
we'll
be
all
happy
be able
to
to
sleep
do.
in the barn. We'll be happy to sleep in the barn. Thank you, sir.
I'm fine. I can't fight this. Godfrey's not going to be happy about this. I'll tell you that. I can see it in his eyes right now. Turning away.
Most
from you.
animals are cleaner than humans anyway, so I don't know what the big deal is here.
Well, I'm not an animal.
Do they have any horses?
No,
They have
I don't,
any
no, I don't think
kangaroos?
so. They are okay. They are sheep ranchers, pretty clearly.
But they have a lot of sheep.
They have a
So-
lot of sheep. Yeah.
Are there any nearby?
What are you going to do to those sheep?
It's the evening, so they'd all be in the shed, in the barn thing.
Okay. I just wanted to pet one.
All right. Okay. I thought you were watching. I.
Well, I
sorry.
never.
Okay. All right. Sorry.
Barn.
To the barn. All right. I guess we're gonna sleep.
Okay. Are any of you checking out the sheep while you're in the barn, in the shed?
I am. Are you kidding?
course I am.
immediately went to go pet
Yeah.
them.
I'm gonna go count some sheep before I sleep.
Everyone roll me a luck check and tell me your level of success. Or if you failed, obviously.
Everyone, or just everyone that's
The
checking
people
out
who
the
are
sheep?
checking out sheep.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
I'm not checking
impossible
out
for me to fail.
Hard success.
Yeah, I got a hard success.
I rolled a 1.
Why did I even roll?
Did you roll? I don't know that Sir Godfrey would be so willing to go pet sheep.
Yeah.
I'm
In
not
a
petting
bar.
them out, but I'm
Interesting,
looking at
though.
them.
How are we rolling ones today?
Yeah.
For
Well, I'm
things
not,
that
but-
don't really make that big of a
God.
difference.
What did people roll? So we have 2 hard successes, a 1.
Hard,
Everybody else roll.
Hard.
I failed.
Godfrey,
Goes back to sleep.
Forgot what my luck was for a minute.
Godfrey, my friend. You look around at the sheep, and you know they're interesting. You are
Temporarily
Kind of.
insane.
you kind of they're intriguing, right? You get a little bit closer. Your friends are kind of like off to one side, like they're off on the left side of the barn from where you're facing, and you're kind of more in the middle or on the right side. And you see one in particular that looks fairly interesting, and you walk over. As you get closer, roll me a natural world check.
Natural world. Ooh. Is that a 47? 47, so that's a normal success.
Before you get too close, this isn't a normal sheep. This doesn't seem right. There's something about it.
And
It's like
what
this-
are you? I'm intrigued now, so I'm going to get closer to it.
It's like a Hulu sheep.
You get closer, and it kind of looks at you, like, longingly almost. Like, kind of happy that you're coming over to see it. You know.
Keeps falling in love
Yeah. It's like,
with a British man.
Not Scottish.
As you get closer, though, you're going to see that the wool isn't quite right. Like, it's kind of... How do I want to put this? It doesn't seem to be, like, something growing out of the sheep. It seems to be something soft that, like, is the body of the sheep, almost. And then you get a little bit closer. And all of a sudden, this roar rings out. This roar rings out in the barn. Everyone turns around to hear it.
Jesus Christ.
And this sheep, the roar that comes out of its mouth stretches out and grows, and then its body begins stretching out and growing into this weird black mush mixed with sheep parts. Yeah, everyone give me a sanity check.
What the hell are these
It's
ranchers
this
doing?
Gigantic, like,
I'm gonna fail this.
weird mixture
Success.
of black goop and sheep parts. On a success, you lose 1d4. On a fail, you lose 1d10.
All right, boys.
Oh no.
We're
Well,
not lucky.
Hey, Pierce.
What's up?
I lose 8 sanity.
If you
Oh
lose
my
5 or
God.
more, give me an int check.
And
already?
I got a 90 in intelligence. I pass.
Nice.
That's bad, too.
Yeah.
Where'd my stuff go?
All right.
I have
What?
69 now.
I can't find the board that I had that I was using to.
Look behind your books on your desk.
Oh, there it is.
Wow. It's almost like I thought of this.
Well, I looked where all of my other stuff was. All right, so who failed and then rolled more than 5 or more, and then passed their int check? Besides Mr. Princeton Philips over there. Is that it?
I only lost
Succeed-
one.
Or no, I only lost one, yeah. I got
Princeton.
69.
Roll me a d10.
D10. Oh, here we go.
I don't like this.
3.
3. You look at this thing, right? And you look at this roar and the way that it stretches and it moves. You feel a sense of aggression coming from it. And then you start to feel angry. And then you start seeing red, and then all you see is red. And I'll message you what this means. I have a feeling from my description people can guess.
I'm becoming a communist.
So, I assume I already know the answer, but for people that weren't checking out the sheep, do they also have to roll sanity?
Yes. Yeah.
Here's
Yeah.
2 things.
Uh-huh.
Did we ever look up whether going over 90 in a skill gives you sanity?
It gives you 2d6 sanity. I forgot to mention that. I did look it up.
God.
And what's the roll for if you succeed?
1d4.
1d4. Gotcha.
Yep.
Alright, so I lost 2 sanity in that, but I just gained 9.
This is a famous Lovecraftian monster, and I may have took inspiration for the description from somewhere that you guys might know, and I'll explain later.
Wait, from a this
movie.
campaign or from
From
a
the
movie?
description of this monster.
From a picture.
From a moving picture.
Whoa.
All right. I think it's its turn first, and it's going to attack Godfrey. I feel like that's plenty fair.
Yep.
The fact that it even gets
Godfrey.
a turn. Godfrey.
Godfrey got us into this.
Godfrey, here comes the
You
first
chilled it up,
tentacle.
makes sense. Whoa, wait a minute, what?
Here comes the first tentacle.
Tentacle.
Just to leave that out of context.
First.
Uh-oh.
I'm watching.
I passed, by the way.
Nice.
You gonna
So
dodge?
I gotta roll something?
Yeah, you can dodge or fight back.
It's my dodge. Alright, I'm gonna roll dodge then. Let's see how this goes. I need this one and this die. Oh. Doing good. I also pass.
Okay. Here comes the second tentacle. That is an extreme success.
Well, I failed, so.
Fun.
That would be 7 damage.
Yikes.
So, what's that? What happens when you lose a fuck ton of HP?
When you lose more than half or more, you gotta roll a constitution check. You get a major wound automatically, but you also have to roll a constitution check to see if you stay conscious.
Alright, I'm conscious.
Okay, so this roar emanates from this thing, and as it's growing and morphing into just a mass of sheep parts and black goo, the 2 tentacles stretch out from the body, and one of them swipes right over your head, Godfrey, but as you duck down under it, another one comes and swings in front of you and just slams into you, and you fall to the ground, almost falling unconscious. What would everybody else like to do?
Defend Sir Godfrey.
I'm. You know what? Godfrey got us into this. I'm gonna attack Godfrey.
Wait, what? Fuck. You son of a.
Alright, I'm gonna roll brawl. I got a 22, which is a hard success.
Godfrey?
Princeton.
Didn't she just say I got knocked unconscious?
I thought you said you passed the constitution check.
Yeah, I passed the Constitution check.
That means
but you
you're
said that I got-
conscious. Yeah. You
Okay.
automatically get a major wound. The constitution check is to check if you are able to
Gotcha.
stay conscious. Or
Sorry, when you explained it, you said I was knocked unconscious. At the
Godfrey,
end.
you bastard.
Yeah, you're gonna fucking kill me, okay? So you better calm it down with the roleplay. I fail.
roll damage,
Fuck,
Princeton.
man.
I don't have the luck to make it.
What is it? It's a it's a 1d3. So if Okay,
you're
roll
good.
d6 divided by.
You better roll a 1.
I rolled a 1.
Oh God!
I have 1 health. I have 1 health.
All right, everybody else's turn. What is it? What is?
Can I take Godfrey and bring him out of the barn?
You're just gonna grab
Somebody help me.
Godfrey and pull him out. That'll be your maneuver, sure. I'm sure he'll be glad to go with you. So that would be your maneuver. You can move him out there.
Please save me, Lottie. I'm dying.
Can I mace Sheep Cthulhu, please?
Sheep Thulu. Yeah, sure.
Sheep Cthulhu.
Where are you macing it? It's this mass. As you've now gotten closer to this thing to mace it, you can see that it's not just black goop. Eyes are beginning to form all over the body.
Ew.
Some of the eyes. A
Just
cluster of
some.
eyes. Yeah.
Okay.
I need
I
to
rolled a
just spray
hard
it up the
success.
Okay.
To wait till next turn to do anything else.
It did not dodge. I guess that'll take away one of its attacks. It's got a lot of eyes. I don't feel like you can totally stun it with mace.
She's just like, oh my
I tried.
God. Yeah.
Who wants to go next? Princeton's gone. Lottie's gone. and,
Lottie has gone.
and so is Madeline.
Well, I'm gonna stare down Princeton, but then turn my head to the sheep and try to get it.
Okay.
Okay, I got a hard success.
I rolled also a hard success in dodge. So
Nice.
as you kind
Cancel
of
out. Him dies.
try and stab into it, the mask kind of moves around it, kind of opens up, so you miss, and then it closes as soon as you pull back. Who hasn't gone yet?
Can I do
Moses?
something
Sure.
while I'm being dragged away?
Sure.
Alright.
I'm just like, oh, come
Yeah.
on.
Lottie's helping me. I'm basically crawling right now. I'm gonna scream something like, Princeton, you son of a bitch! I'm gonna shoot you dead! And then I want to take my rifle out of whatever carrying case I'm holding while I'm getting dragged away, bleeding out.
Okay. I'm gonna say that's your turn. That's kind of the negative about carrying it around in a case. Is that you're gonna have to take a turn taking it out. If you're actually in combat, Moses, I believe you're the only one who hasn't done anything yet.
Moses is going to Moses will run over to Sir Godfrey and try to help him. He'll try to aid him
You're a traitor.
in his wounds.
You're a
Dragging him out,
traitor.
and you're just like, no, I could do this.
No, I run over and I start.
Truly.
Yeah.
Are there any weapons that I could use? Is there a pitchfork?
On your next turn, you can look around for that.
Oh no, it's Goopy Demon's turn.
Yep.
It is.
Hulu.
Sheep Thulu, man. What the hell? What the fuck are these ranchers on? Why do they...
It is its turn. How were you helping him? Were you gonna roll a medicine check or something, or?
I would roll. Yeah, probably medicine.
Okay.
Yeah, medicine.
Go ahead and roll that before we take the sheep's turn.
Normal success.
Okay. So Godfrey, you get a D3 of hit points back.
Ooh, I got 3 back. Okay.
Yes!
Okay.
I was like, please roll 3.
I think it would. It's gonna attack either Sam or Madeline.
Yeah.
And it's only got one attack now, otherwise I would attack both of you.
I wonder.
I'm gonna
There's
roll
an
a
attack
dice.
me.
Yeah, roll for it.
Yep, that's Sam.
Yep, I'm fighting back.
Aww.
That's a hard success.
Okay.
So you need an extreme or a 1. So an extreme or a crit.
Rolled a 4, so that is an extreme.
What?
What?
Okay, roll damage.
He's like, you better get an extreme.
2 damage.
So you kind of dodge out of the way of this tentacle and then kind of stab into it. As soon as you do, like, you know that you didn't get that good of a hit in, but it feel like the way that it immediately reforms, you feel like you might have done even less than you would have thought.
I don't like it when he says those words.
You feel
Means I
like
need to
you didn't do
stab
that much
extra hard
damage.
extra time.
Yep, Okay, humans' turns. What are we doing?
And can I, like, because I'm out of the barn, with Godfrey, but, like, if I were to, like, kind of peer over, through it, do you think I could, like, aim my shotgun and just go pew-pew?
Yeah, sure.
The tentacle? Okay,
Sure.
So I'll roll. And
If you
I
will
kind of
hit
was
your
looking up
chest.
them, and I was thinking I had a 12 gauge. Do you know what I rolled for that?
It's your rifle shotgun skill, and then
Yeah.
a 12 gauge, I believe. It depends on how close you are. I would say you're at medium range with this, so if you hit, you'll roll
Okay.
2d6.
Okay, cool. So I did a normal success.
Okay. So you'll do 2d6 damage.
3. It's really skillful right there.
Alright. It does... You see a lot of the blast from the shotgun, like, kind of dig into it, and some specks of it go flying, but it doesn't feel like you did that much. As you see parts of it kind of regrow.
Why?
What does everybody else like to do?
I
ducked
want
behind
to
the
beat it
barn,
with a club.
All right. What
Feel
kind
like
of
God's
club do you have?
I'm just gonna say a baseball bat.
Okay.
That's all I
Nice,
can
good
think
old
of.
club.
Good old baseball bat. I rolled a 9.
Dang.
That's
Is that-
an extreme success.
So you roll you get max damage automatically, but because it's not a piercing weapon, you don't get an extra damage die. So it's just straight up max damage. What's your max for that?
12.
12?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Because
So-
it's 1d8 plus my damage bonus. My damage bonus is 1d4, so 12, right?
Dang. Yeah, it would be 12.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Holy
you
heck.
slam your baseball bat kind of into this tentacle that's waving around in front of you as it's like you sprayed an eye over here. It's not really sure what it's doing with it. You break off part of it, and then it regrows out of there, and you... Ugh.
Nasty.
It's not looking good.
I think it's time to run, honestly.
Well, okay. Well, I feel God's wrath come through me, and I...
Are you going to look for a weapon, or are you just going to punch
I'm
something?
gonna pause you right there, Phillips. I'm not taking my turn before you, but I want you to know I'm pointing my gun at you this whole time. So it's your turn, but just know what might happen after.
I will remind everyone, out of character, that he is insane. You might not know this in character, but out of character, he's got a reason for it.
Yeah. I'm just feeling so angry. And then I find can I try to find Actually, no, I'm gonna play it safe since I'm just so enamored with rage. I look towards Madeline, and I see that she's trying to run. And I'm like, no cowards. So I'm gonna brawl her.
You're gonna clothesline her as she tries to run past.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It'd be
I'll take the Lord
insane.
David Vane. And well, I failed, but I'm gonna go spend luck on this one. I rolled a 72. I got a 65.
So it's a normal success.
did Princeton even have?
Okay.
Princeton probably has quite a bit of luck, I think.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got 88 luck. So.
For such an unlucky person.
That's 7 luck, so I got 81 luck now.
I have brass knuckles, so if I fight back, does that, like, they're on. Like, it's
No,
not like I
you-
have to, like, apply them.
Yeah, but you still have to, because the thing is, imagine fighting back, right? Someone is attacking you, and you have to either get out of the way of their attack or block it and then attack back. That's why you have to beat it instead of match their level of success.
So I can't use brass knuckles.
You can use brass knuckles, but it would count as fighting back, and you'd have to get a hard success or better.
I think I can do that.
Okay.
I have hope. Just knock him out.
And if
with
I
brass
don't, I
knuckles.
have 75 luck.
Maniacal laughter right there.
Let's see. This one fell.
Oh no, I'm on.
What'd you roll? Did you
A
fumble?
32.
Oh.
No.
Oh,
32.
Uh-huh.
I need a 30.
Okay, so you're gonna spend
And the
2
luck.
luck.
good luck.
Yeah.
In the luck.
Alright. This is the way that Princeton dies.
So you see, as you turn to like run or to get at least further away from this thing, you see Princeton sticks his arm out, and so before you run into it, you just like punch him in the face as you're running. How much damage does that do?
No.
Oh, let's see. I got.
Princeton dies from brass knuckles.
What if he gets knocked out right now? Who's gonna carry
Then
him out of
okay.
here?
Okay.
I'm already out of the
Naughty.
barn, so.
So we get 3, 4, plus
That sounds like a big knockdown.
4.
Oh,
So-
So 8 damage.
Oh.
How
wow.
much damage do you have? Like,
13.
hit points, anyway.
So that
Oh.
is going to be a major wound,
Yeah.
plus roll a Constitution check.
Alright, boys, let's hope I live
What's
to
what's your Constitution?
I want to say.
5. And I got an 11.
Oh, so
Nice.
Princeton stumbles backwards, and he's like you're seeing stars, and then you kind of like snap back.
Face
That
is all
insanity
bloody.
really
Yeah.
brought him out
Bloody
of
nose.
it.
Like, I just fixed my nose.
Who hasn't gone yet this round?
I guess I can go. I guess I'll try my flare gun. Might as well. Not against Princeton.
We all aim for Princeton.
We just
Okay, I
ignore the
got a
thing.
normal
No,
success.
to be fair, he hit me first.
Okay. It's going to try and dodge. It failed.
Okay, so 1d10 plus 3, so 7 damage.
Okay. This thing, you shoot the flare gun into it, and it lights up. And it is not immediately regain. You seem to do the amount of damage you'd expect from lighting this thing on fire. It's not regenerating as quickly.
Oh god, it's like that thing from London. Somebody get me a car. Oh.
Right.
So
Alright.
does
Moses
Princeton
has-
look like he snapped out of it and he's not and like he's confused, or does he still look like angry, except he just looks like he's an angry guy who just got punched in the face?
He's probably facing away from you right now.
Okay. Okay.
Because he was trying to clothesline Amelia, who was running towards you. Or not Amelia. That's gonna take me a minute.
Ah,
Madeline, yes. He was trying to clothesline Madeline, who's coming towards you. So he's probably not looking at you right now.
It would be so quick. I'd be doing him a mercy. I'm gonna shoot the thing.
Just saw him, like,
You're gonna
just.
shoot the thing.
Yeah, but I also saw him fail completely and get decked in the face. Plus, he only did 1 damage to me, so I'm more like annoyed or really angry
He, like-
than actually scared about him.
He like lightly tapped you on your like wound from the from the monster.
Yeah. So he gets to live another round in my book, and I'm gonna shoot the monster with my gun. What am I looking at here?
I failed my dodge, so if you succeed, you get it.
Yeah, I'm thinking about, do I spend 3? Do I spend 4 luck to get the extreme?
I don't think it matters.
You hit it
for
anyway.
guns.
I thought it matters for guns.
It does, but it doesn't seem like weapons are doing the correct amount of damage. So
Yeah, you're right. I'll save the luck. I need it. 2d6 plus 4.
how much luck do you
Is-
have?
15.
Oh yeah, no, please don't spend that.
Don't spend the luck. You only have 15 luck.
Ooh, it doesn't matter. 5 and 6, 11 plus 4. That's 15.
Yeah.
It does not seem to do that much damage to it. It's looking worse for wear, especially with the flames emanating off of it, but bullet wounds don't seem to do much.
Okay. Does it have like a body or like a mouth? You know, like where the sheep would have been.
It has several mouths all over its body.
Don't say that to me.
It's got lots of eyes and mouths all over the
No.
place.
So does it take a full round to reload that gun?
Yes, it takes a full round to reload any gun.
Can I go over to Princeton and try and wrap him up to keep him under control?
Sure.
Well, pause game. Is he currently the closest person to the monster?
I think him and Madeline are probably both about as close because she's passing him this round.
Yeah. And then punched him in the face.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Swap.
Unless Sam, have you left yet, or are you still like there?
I'm still very close.
Okay, then it's Sam.
So, I'm assuming that would be brawl.
Yes, yeah. Try and wrap him up. Try and
So I'm gonna guess brawl.
you brawl back. Defender wins ties in this case.
I got a normal.
I got a normal.
All right, defender wins ties, so you are not able to wrap him up.
Dang. Just
It's
like
been-
slightly nudges him.
It's been 2 luck to get an extreme. Or not an extreme, but hard.
How much luck do you have?
40.
Oh.
Who is left to go this round? Sam, did you go yet?
Yeah, the flare gun.
Yeah. we've all
Oh,
gone.
right. Yes. Okay, then it's its turn. Sam,
Ah!
Yes.
you're getting a hit.
Excited.
It's
get a
trying to
hit.
hit you at least.
You get a
That is a hard success.
Okay, let's see if my luck works twice in a row. I'm gonna try to fight back.
Okay.
Rolled a 23. I need an 18.
5 luck.
I did get 5 luck at the end of Kenya. Sure.
Just spend it immediately. Okay. I mean,
It's not the worst use of luck.
yeah. That's an extreme success on an attack. So
Okay, so 8 plus 2. So 10 hypothetical damage.
yeah, if only. The bullet wounds are regenerating, and other types of wounds are regenerating slower. Like, this thing is getting weaker, but it's still not seeming to do that much.
You're having a lot of fun with yourself, aren't you? This is very fun for you.
This is
Well, it has one more attack. Sam, you're standing right in front of it. So I
Okay.
guess I'm going to attack you with the other one, too. It rolled an extreme success this time.
Well, I have no choice but to try to dodge. I did not dodge.
I mean, you could have tried for a 1 on the. Oh well, I guess that would be max damage, huh?
Oh no.
That would be 12 damage, Sam.
12 hit points. I'm at 0.
I'm pretty sure that instantly kills you. Because that's all of your hit points in one round. In one attack.
No! Can you just be like a minute away from death? Can we just like prolong it like one minute?
I will
I
let
don't
you
know what
roll
it'll do.
no luck because I'm straying away from the rules with this. No luck allowed on this roll. But if you roll an extreme Constitution check, I will allow you to be like dying instead of dead.
Okay. I need a 13 or less. Oh, bro. Did not get a 13.
This is like what I thought happened to Princeton in Egypt, except it happened for real this time.
I start laughing. God, did that.
So
I
the
might
first
shoot Princeton next.
tentacle you kind of duck out of the way and stab up into, chip away at it a little bit, but you're not looking at the second tentacle that swings around. It smacks you in the face, and you and the rest of you, maybe you're looking on, maybe you're dealing with something else, but out of the corner of your eye, you see Sam fly into the wall of the barn, and he kind of crumples to the ground in this mass of limbs, just like kind of strewn all over the place in a heap on the floor.
Oh hell! Well, that's not very good now.
Hilarious.
Man down.
I think we performed.
And then there were 2 from the start.
This like it's a little heartbreaking. I don't even know the man.
And that was heartbreaking.
Well, anyway, it's your guys' turns now.
Well, I am unfazed by that, and I just heard Godfrey shoot his gun, and knowing that it takes a full round, I'm going to charge after him.
Well, it doesn't. He's not gonna reload it now.
I
He's
have a bolt action gun.
Yeah.
Oh, it's bolt action.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, he's like kind of low key outside of the barn. Like he's not like.
Well, he can.
I know.
It's close enough that he could charge him, but
Okay. Well.
Okay, would it be metagamey for me to change my decision? Shot.
no,
I would say
because
no, because you didn't know.
yeah, and your character would know when he's going to reload. You've been around him for a long time. You would know that he doesn't have a single shot rifle.
Okay.
So.
No, please. You can run at me, bro.
Well, it's time to hit Moses Franklin in the crotch.
I'd like to see you try.
Specifically aiming for the crotch.
Crotch, yeah.
Crotch
I will
shot.
dodge.
Crotch. No, wait, I got a 70. 5 luck.
Good
Yeah.
luck.
I will spend 4 luck to pass with a normal.
Well, it does. Okay. Well, rematch, right? What happens rematch?
Well, if I dodge with them, if I match a dodge with your fighting or whatever, then I dodge.
Yeah.
It's canceled out, man.
I'm just whiffing. I tap Godfrey and then just whiff on every other one.
Doesn't Justin have? Justin, do you have a major wound?
Yes, I do.
Don't you have to do a con check every round?
Do I?
Is that
That
Wait,
sounds like it.
do we?
No.
Do
no,
we? No.
No. That's if you're dying, you have to make a con check every round.
Ah.
That's if you have a major wound and you're at 0 hit points.
Okay. Well, I want Princeton to be unconscious. So can I just like club him in the head? or something.
If you want.
But lightly
Put them in the head
enough.
again.
I don't want to kill him. I just want to knock him unconscious.
Like just to the temple, just like a little headbutt, you know?
that can also kill people.
Yeah.
According to the rules of Call of Cthulhu, can it? I don't know.
You can't like tap somebody with a knife to make them like.
I would say, if that is exactly what you're trying to do, then sure, I'll allow it. If you're trying to knock them out in a way that wouldn't kill them, especially because you can knock them out and then give them medical care soon, so that way they won't die. Okay, I'll allow it as long as you guys give him like care later.
Yeah, well,
Unless you want him to die, in which case.
no, maybe.
Yeah. I don't know.
So let's see. Let's see if I even hit him. I got the regular success.
Alright, time to dodge. 95.
That's a fail.
That is a fail. Go ahead and roll damage.
Did I roll?
What is
You
that?
do still have to get him to 0 to
Yeah.
to actually knock him
Yeah.
out.
Okay, so wait, what do I roll or does
No, she.
No, she's
No.
rolling damage.
Madeline just
How many
kicked my
hit
ass?
points do you have now?
7 damage. Just
I have 5.
Oh, he's knocked out.
Alright.
Okay, so I'm gonna allow it. I'm not gonna make him roll con checks to see if he dies, as long as you guys are planning on giving him medical care.
so now he's knocked out. I'm gonna try to drag him out.
Well,
Okay.
Yeah, I'll help with that since I tried to like grab him earlier and then he tried kicking me in the balls. Very oddly specific, by the way. But,
Can I aim my shotgun like towards the mouth or like what I deem to be like the base of this sheep Thulu's body?
Sure. There's not really a base. It's just kind of a blob, like a mess of tentacles, and
Or like into the mouth, like whatever, you know.
you're gonna
just
charge
seems like
up and
Shooting
shoot
into
it
the
right
mouth.
in the mouth.
charge up. Well,
One
it's
of
a
the mouths.
shotgun. Can I like do it from a
Lottie
safe
is
distance?
actually interested.
Okay,
Shot-
I move forward a little bit. Like I'm like I really got to get this. I want to get it in its mouth, you know. It's
Okay.
not gonna eat one of us. Fuck that.
No eating today.
Normal thick stuff.
All right. Let's see if it rolls dodge. I rolled a normal success on dodge. So you run up
Rude.
with your shotgun, and it
I'm like,
does the same thing that it did to Sam earlier, and it just opens up, and all of your bullets go through, and then it closes back
Okay.
into the mass.
Can I somersault away?
So where Lottie stepped forward, I'm gonna take a step back and shoot it.
Okay.
I've been doing this too long, Lottie. I'm not stepping close
He's
to
also
nothing.
got a rifle, so the whole point is long range.
Yeah.
But yep, go ahead.
Which stream?
Okay. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. I forgot what the extreme does.
That is max damage plus an extra damage dice for the thing. So for you, what is it? 2d6 plus 4?
Yeah.
That's 16 plus 2d6.
Ah, okay. So that's 16 plus 10.
That is a massive amount of damage. So that's 26 damage. Well, it unfortunately does not feel like 26 damage.
What you gonna do?
Well, it may not feel like it,
Yeah,
but maybe it's
that
working.
was 2 away from the max damage I could ever do with my gun.
And you know, if you were fighting something else, maybe that would kill it in one shot. But unfortunately, not this thing. It's not looking very hot though.
Oh, does Sam still have his flare gun on him?
He does, but it's not loaded.
Does he have the stuff to load it though?
Sam, how many flares does he got? Like a few?
Yeah,
How many
3.
flares? How many flares does he got? How many flares does he have? Yes, 3. Got it.
Okay.
So
We're
yeah,
gonna go loot his body now.
in the next round, if you wanted to, you could run up and grab his
I
flare
have no
gun.
emotional connection to this guy, so I'm just like, wow, that kind of sucks, you know? And I'm like,
You also don't know if he's dead yet. Technically, he could be knocked out.
true.
But his body is really limp. So.
Just like,
Yeah.
okay. Well, I just wanted to know.
All right. So is that everywhere? All the people have gone.
Yep.
All right. Somebody just ran up in this thing's face with a shotgun.
I didn't run in its face.
That is a
No.
hard success. You're the closest now.
It's not just not gonna hit anyone.
Dying on the debut
True.
episode.
Can I just dodge?
Yes, you can just dodge.
Just want to freaking dodge. Normal success.
Oh.
Ooh, it's gonna do some damage.
And I don't think You know what, actually...
6 damage.
I was gonna say, I have enough luck points, but it's too late for that, I
late.
guess.
Wait.
Too late. 6 damage?
Yep.
Okay.
Is that half or more, or no? What's your max?
It's almost half,
All right.
but it's not quite half. So
You take those.
that's okay.
So you won't have a major wound. That's great. Anyhow. It gets another attack.
On me?
Oh,
Yeah, I almost forgot.
No! Wait, no, earlier you said it only got 1, though, remember?
Yeah,
when there were 2 people?
because he got maced.
Yeah, I stunned him.
Wow.
That's
Okay.
that's why Sam died, because he got 2
Wow.
attacks. On the second
Yeah.
attack. Fucking
He dodged the
bodied
first
him.
one, and then
Well,
he was dodging the
hit me
first
with
one.
your best shot, man. I got my dice.
Well, I failed, so it's
It
not
doesn't matter
going
what I
to,
did?
Yeah, it
hot
lands into you
diggity
with the
dog.
first one, and you see the other one coming, and you're able to
I'm just like,
get out of the way.
I'm gonna swerve. Not about it.
What do you guys want to do? Is somebody going for the flare gun?
Can
I mean, I
just go-
was.
Can I just run back in and try and get, like,
I groaned.
can I at least try and get, like, some of the remnants of what's left of Sam?
You're
I'm
just
gonna
gonna
provide
pick,
covering
you're gonna
fire.
pick up Sam's body.
Are you gonna pull
Sam
for
Sam
it?
is Sam is intact. What I meant is he's just like he's super limp and his body's just
It's
like
like
crumpled
crumbled up.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, then
So-
I'll try
so-
and grab his body and get him out.
Okay.
He now has like 300 bones instead of 206 because they
Yeah.
all kind of broke apart.
I'll provide covering fire.
All right. And then
I am killing it. Oh my god.
did you roll another extreme?
I rolled a 2.
Oh my god!
Holy.
Yeah.
You can
So is
see
there
how
a
much.
difference between? Yeah, is there a difference between rolling a 2 or a
No.
1 and an extreme? Okay.
No, there's not.
God.
You can try. You can roll how much damage you would have done if this was not what it is. Every attack does do damage. I will say that.
But it's like
16
only
plus 6.
1% of the damage.
Yep. So it doesn't feel like it does that much damage.
You know what? I'm tired of
So
this. It doesn't feel like.
I feel like.
Well, you don't know. It's just for a fact. It's just a feel. Like you get this eerie feeling inside that that your attacks are doing very little.
That these fatty crits aren't doing that much.
So, but Lottie, I would say you would be able to grab the flare gun before Moses gets
Oh,
over
okay.
there if you'd like to do that, because you're closer.
I would,
Okay.
in fact, like to grab the flare gun and all the flares.
So,
it's got
so
on
you're
them.
able to. I'll say you're able to reload it this round. You'll be able to fire
Okay.
it next round at this thing.
Gotcha.
So now it's its turn.
Do I ever wake up, or is it just like?
Wait, it's its turn
yeah.
again?
Yeah, you guys all went. I think. Did somebody not go?
I was just running with Princeton. Accidentally.
Oh. All right.
And you're just pulling Princeton out. Yeah.
This is the second time I've
Yeah,
attacked
because I was
Emma.
about to say it like
It's
just went.
Yeah.
Well, last time you attacked Emma, it was an accident.
Yeah.
You were trying to protect her.
This time it's on purpose.
Yeah, this time it was on purpose. But he's insane. So is it really on purpose? Anyway, one of these attacks is going to Moses. Moses, that's a normal success. Yep, normal.
Dodging.
Is it a fail? All right. Ooh. 9 damage.
That is more than half, so I get a wound.
Yep.
Sure, if everybody dies.
God damn.
By sheep.
And then it's like literally just me and Madeline and Godfrey.
And
Well,
possibly
Princeton's out of there now. Yeah, you need a roll con check.
I don't deserve to live.
And I'm unconscious.
He's unconscious, everybody. You kneel down to pick up Sam's body, and you get whacked in the back of the head with a tentacle, and you just fall
Like,
over
nah.
on top of him.
Don't
The
do
other
it.
tentacles coming at Lottie.
Oh, is it?
That's a normal,
All right. dodging.
barely a normal.
I'm dodging. Normal.
Okay,
Yeah.
you duck out of the way. Lottie, you gonna shoot that flare gun? No, it's the human's turn.
You know sure as hell I'm gonna shoot that flare gun. What's
Don't
the
miss
damage
it.
for the flare
It's
gun?
gonna be a pistol, and then it's like pistol, right, Anthony? You're muted.
So it's 1d10 plus 3.
And then what's the roll?
Yeah, it's a pistol.
It's a pistol. Okay.
Okay, 1, 2, plus 3. Awesome. Okay, so
What's your
12.
handgun skill?
my handgun skill. I gotta
Yeah.
roll that first. Well, I know what my damage would be. Where on the Lord Almighty?
That doesn't matter.
Hard success.
You're lucky. I'm a forgiving DM, because some DMs would not let you use damage you rolled beforehand.
Oh, would you like me to re-roll the damage?
No, it's fine. I'm
can.
pretty sure you'd kill it either way, because it's pretty low. So you
I rolled
fire a
a
flare gun
12.
into it, and
Yeah.
it starts to burn away. Finally, the last thing you see before it's fully engulfed is the sheep's head that roars out one more time, and then it wilts away, and you're alone in the barn.
It's just me standing there with
Because
unconscious.
everyone else is outside of the barn.
Yeah,
Or
our one
unconscious.
medicine guy.
Yeah.
Burn
I'm
the
dropping the gun and I'm running to Sam.
Yeah, I'm going to Moses and I'm like trying to get him up. I'm like, all right, buddy.
I will do medicine on Princeton now that I'm outside.
Okay.
Okay?
Well, you're inside the.
Yeah, she doesn't
I
even
just
know.
now
She's
got
like
you.
she was running with Princeton.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna do the thing that I was gonna do anyways. With
Yeah.
I'm like carrying around.
I'll spend 3 luck,
Aww.
I guess.
Uh,
I'm too forgiving to you.
Princeton, you're still knocked out. When you come to, the rage has gone. When you come to in a minute or two, probably as you'll probably come to as the rest of the group joins the.
Would
two.
I notice if that like it's gone from outside?
Probably. There's less noise.
Okay. Then
There's
I'll
just
say
the
I'll
light-
get up.
There's just the
And,
light
like,
crackle of a fire
walk.
that's been started in the barn.
Are there other sheep still there?
Yes, they're all cowered in like the back corner.
Oh, so it's just the one sheep.
What? No, there's a bunch of sheep. It's just they're all
No,
kind
I'm
of
saying it was just the one.
Oh,
Only
yes,
one sheep.
yeah.
Cthulhu.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that's nice. All right. I'm a little angry at these fucking ranchers
Are we gonna kill them?
for not telling us. about the fucking demon sheep.
You're gonna kill them, aren't you?
I don't know if
That's what I
I'm gonna
would've
kill
wanted.
them.
Avenge Sam. And this is me speaking out of character. I'm knocked out, so
Yeah.
this is her conscience speaking.
Well, I never. Moses is over here, limp as a dog. I mean, look at Princeton. He already did a whole number on us. I mean,
What did you do?
poor Sam.
Tapped Godfrey.
You know, I think. Oh, and Godfrey's not passed out.
Godfrey's okay.
Godfrey's an
Godfrey's
emotional
over
wreck.
here just laying down with his shotgun aimed at whatever. Yeah. These ranchers. I mean, I just can't believe this behavior.
Can I wake up? Just go.
Sure.
Hi.
So
Lottie.
what the hell was that?
What
Because
the
you're
hell?
outside with me.
Hi. Madeline. Hi. Oh, my nose. Oh.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt for a little while. Sorry.
What's that? Ow. What happened?
What?
Ow.
What got into you? In there.
That sheep
Princeton, all you remember is rage, basically.
I just remember being really, really angry, and then Godfrey got us into this mess, and I'm like, Godfrey, you've done it again. I just had to
You
go
didn't
after
have
him.
to shoot at the
really
man.
wouldn't.
I didn't shoot at anybody.
You damn near killed me.
Yeah,
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 you
you
know,
did.
He tried. No, he tried
Oh,
to.
yeah, you.
He punched him.
Oh, he punched him.
Yeah, he punched
I
him.
mean,
Yeah.
you punched
You didn't
this
have to hit the
good,
man.
nice man, sir. You almost hit Moses in the crotch.
I did. How did I hit him with what
You never
limb?
go for a guy's gonads. You just don't.
With what appendages did I do that? Did I do that with my knee? I hope I did that with my knee. I didn't, you know.
What would be the difference?
Yeah.
I hope I didn't.
You,
'Cause that's,
You missed, thankfully.
okay. Oh, that's a
you're hoping you didn't do a ball tap.
a love tap.
Oh,
That's actually Princeton's worst nightmare. Is if he accidentally did a ball tap.
well,
How
I'm
did
not
I-
saying I want to talk to the ranchers, but I kind of want to go talk to these ranchers.
Oh, God. How did my nose get all crooked? How did that happen?
Nobody cares about your nose, Philip.
Oh, I care about
Sam
my
is
nose.
dead.
Sam is dead.
Sam?
It's like, wait.
Wait.
Yes, Sam died.
We're gonna stand up and point at Sam's corpse on the ground. He's dead.
I thought that was just a pile of bones. And
And I got his flare gun, and
that's a commandment that you just broke.
What?
You stole his flare gun.
oh my
I'm
god,
going to
he
grab my
wasn't
gun.
using it.
Oh my god, I'm gonna shoot this guy.
Wait, before you go shoot him, we might want to use some of those rounds on the fucking ranchers. What the hell?
You know what, Lottie? You know what? I'm just take my gun. I can't be trusted with it right now. I'm too close to
Yeah,
losing it.
I'll go ahead and take that. I have my own gun strapped on, like, by me, and I'm
wait,
now,
what are
like,
you doing?
holding away.
How do you know that?
Godfrey's gun.
What are you doing? You're not gonna kill somebody, right?
Tried really hard to kill me. Been hypocritical from you, Phillips.
I did.
Yes! Phillips, I would sit down if I were you. Just take a nice seat and stay away for a hot minute. Just calm down.
Calm
I'm
Take a
calm.
beat.
I am
Calm
calm.
down. Just calm down.
Us Princetonites don't get angry for no reason.
Princetonites.
Nice.
Princetonites.
Yeah, people from Princeton, the college. That makes sense to me.
They seriously call them?
I don't know. Maybe.
I call myself
don't.
that. I have a feeling that Madeline's the one that hit me in the nose.
No!
She's... yeah, she did.
Oh, wait, Madeline. I
Wait,
thought you said me. I don't know why I thought my own name in that. But
So their mascot's the tiger, obviously. It would actually be Princetonian.
Oh, a Princetonian? They're
Yeah.
not like a city.
You wouldn't know that. So.
So while everyone's arguing, I'm gonna start going through Sam's pockets.
Okay.
Yeah. You're gonna get a lot of loot, even though I did lose a lot of the stuff. So you'll find. So I lost $2,000 in Kenya, but I still have $800 on me.
Okay.
You
Pocket
got the
that.
soap. You got the soap
Nothing
on
to
you, right?
Godfrey, but he'll
Bunch
take
of
it.
soap. I have the half of a seal that's important to solving this.
Oh,
I'm
thank
gonna
God.
take
Thank God you looked through his pockets.
See, yeah.
The Peru mask, the New York mask.
Yeah.
Still have all the masks.
You.
Mask. I'm like, oh,
I have
wait,
every
are you-
mask.
Yeah, I'm going through his jacket like, how many
Oh,
pockets
wow.
did this guy
That's a-
have?
That's a
So I have the
cool
crown and
fairy
pendant.
I
mask.
look at Sam. I'm like, whoa. Oh, Godfrey, what are you? Is that a mask?
Shut up, Phillips.
Phillips, you've seen both of these
Doing
masks
God
before.
I have. Sorry, my head's
Okay.
a little bit woozy.
So I have the cat pendant. I have a cleaver with a wooden handle.
Uh-huh.
And then the last thing that I didn't lose in the mountain was an old book written in Hindi.
Alright. Does anyone remember if the cleaver was important, or was it just like a cleaver he found?
It was important to the cult, but
Yeah.
the yellow
Yeah.
cult. I don't know
Cleaver.
what that was, though.
Alright,
Keep
so I'll
the
just...
cleaver.
I don't have as
Cool.
many pockets as Sam, so I now have a handful of crap, and I cannot
I'll
no
take a
longer
couple
move
things.
Sam.
I have a bunch of jewelry that I've collected from
Yeah.
around the world.
Alright, so I'll
Nice.
keep everything, and I'll give Lottie the cat pendant. It's like, here you go, you can hold this for me.
That's cool. Oh, wow. You know, from my research, this must have something to do with something very cool.
Thank
Yeah,
I mean, I
it's a
have
good
some.
luck charm.
I have some stuff in the occult. Pierce, do you think I could know anything about this? I am really into
Which item specifically?
stuff.
Don't you?
The cat pendant.
The cat pendant? Yeah, you can roll an occult check. Sure.
No.
Where's my where? There we go. I couldn't
It's
find my
supposed to
dice.
be a good luck charm. It didn't do
Normal
Sam any good though.
success.
This is a pendant of carried by that was supposed to have been carried by followers of Bast, the Egyptian mythological figure.
Yes.
I believe Godfrey should also have one.
Yeah, I still have mine. I grabbed
Right.
it from the guy I threw it at in Egypt.
Yeah.
I keep that thing on.
Wow, this is very interesting that you have something of, Bast related. Very interested in this. Thank you.
Hopefully it'll be useful.
I am sure.
Oh, I'm sure. To add to my collection. Oh my gosh.
Good for
Just
throwing.
You seem really excited about that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that Madeline saved my life as well. I'm trying to piece together what happened, and first she punched me in the face, and then I'm pretty sure she knocked me out.
Well, to be fair, you tried to hit me first, so.
Yeah, I kind of do. 'Cause you don't seem like the person that would randomly attack somebody. So,
Sometimes.
yeah. Well, I mean, I guess I am in debt to you. Thank you very much. I don't think I deserve to live after all that. That was just, I don't know what got over me. I was like, God, show me a sign. And then once I saw that sheep, I was like, Godfrey, this is for you. So, Thank you, Madeline. Your heart is too good for this world.
Okay.
You did
Wait,
good work, Miss Lockhart. I
okay.
want you to know that if for some reason you failed to subdue Phillips right then, I would have just shot him and put him out of his misery.
Well, I'm just glad that didn't turn out to be that. I hope that Godfrey, follows the teachings of the Bible and, finds it in his heart to forgive me and turn the other cheek and forget about this and never bring this up again and hold no resentment towards me and not kill me in my sleep if applicable, or attempt to kill me, or have any sort of retribution to me or done to me.
Well, while you're going on that, y'all, I really want to go talk to the ranchers. So if you guys want to stay back, I understand some of y'all are dealing with some wounds. I want to go speak to them. So if any of you would care to join me.
Well, revenge is not the way to do things. Are you gonna talk
I never
to
said
them?
it was out of revenge.
Okay, from that tone, I felt like you were implying that you were gonna get really tough with them, because a couple of minutes before you were talking, you were using a lot of really bad words and offensive language to describe your distaste
Well,
with the ranchers, and I'm like, are you gonna kill them? I don't know if Lottie. I've only known you for a while, not even a few days.
yeah. Well, they had this really interesting creature under their noses. I want to know if they knew anything about it. I mean, I gotta know. Do the lights seem on in their residence?
No.
No?
Nope.
I want to go over there and knock on their little door.
Okay. It takes a few knocks and a few minutes, but eventually you see some lights turn on.
I'm just like pestering them.
And the door opens, and what is it?
Hi. I'm sorry to bother you so late in the night, but as you can see, my arm's a little bloody. I want you to know that there's a little bit of damage in your barn, and you might be missing.
What did you do to my barn?
Oh, well, no, I didn't do anything. One of your sheep just had like a little mishap. I know those things happen. But it did turn a little black and goopy. And I just wanted you to be aware of the situation and ask if maybe, did you know about the black goopy sheep?
I think you all need to leave my barn now.
Hold on.
You're in the barn.
I'm in the barn?
Yeah, you didn't say you were coming with her.
I thought I was going to say that I was, whatever.
Didn't.
Did you kill one of my sheep and hide it? What is this made-up story about turning
Oh,
goopy?
I didn't kill one of your sheep.
Leave my barn now, or else I will contact the
sir.
authorities and I'm going to get my shotgun.
I understand, I understand the hesitation, the worry. I just wanted to make you aware. I didn't take away, harm your sheep, not your beautiful woolly sheep. I was just wondering if you had any inclination as to why there might be, a little monster thingy that was staying in your barn before we even got there.
What are you talking about? I didn't know I let a bunch of crazy people onto my ranch.
Oh, sir, I am so far away from being crazy. Now that's another one of our people, let me tell you, and I am not one of them.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Please just leave.
I would love to. I really would. I currently have someone passed out, and I still gotta wake them up a little bit, so we're waiting on that fogginess to go away.
Well, Listen, I'm gonna contact the authorities, and if they're here before you leave, then you're going to be punished for killing one of my sheep. Like I don't know
did
what
not
this,
kill one of your
I
sheep.
don't know what this goop story is. It's ridiculous. You need to
I'm
leave now.
sure.
And he closes the door.
I'm mentally thinking about whether or not I want to shoot down the door. So I walk back over to the barn. Hey guys, he didn't seem very nice. I let him know about the situation, that there might be some barn damage. No, there might be some barn damage, and that, there was a big black goopy sheep. I was just asking if he knew anything, about it. It seemed he didn't. He thought, that I was loony.
Well,
Did
you?
I don't even care. I don't care. I need a drink. I'm taking my stuff. Somebody please grab Sam.
Oh, no,
I'm getting
you guys
a
should
taxi.
also know that he's trying to call the authorities.
Okay, let's not.
So we
I poured
best be
I
heading
pull
out.
out some Adler whiskey because of course I got some Adler whiskey.
I can't physically hold the cup right now. I will rain check you until I go back to my hotel and then check into a hospital. I'm calling a taxi.
Yeah, guys, we should probably head out. But before we do, I just, as we head out, if anyone would like to send a little goodbye message to this man on the property here, you can come with me, of course. But I do recommend that we leave
I've got
before the authorities get here.
I can send him a copy of my Bible. And,
No, I don't think that'll do much good.
Lottie,
Well-
I'm barely conscious, and my favorite person on this entire expedition just died. I'm retiring for the night.
Yeah, well, maybe we can retire not here.
Hey, you wanted a car?
Yeah, no offense to Lottie, I'm legit walking away right now. I left this conversation.
Smart.
I will help you with this negotiation with this ranch owner.
It's
I'll
not a
join you.
negotiation.
Not a negotiation.
I don't think you would like being there.
I think I very much would. Moses would like to come with us, right?
Moses is knocked out right now.
Moses is not.
Yeah, Moses is still knocked out.
I forgot about that. Well,
And I'm not coming with you guys. I honestly kind of forgot. Can I do medicine or like first aid?
I don't think that either of those have been done to.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can do medicine on him.
I'm sorry, Sam died. Other things happened.
Oh my god. I'm sorry, Moses Franklin. Sorry.
Sorry.
Fumble.
I just left him there.
I passed.
So was
The
that
medicine. I did medicine, so you get
A D3.
was it- you-
D4?
yeah,
A D3.
D3.
Wow, I get 1 HP back.
Yo,
Lovely.
so did I.
You come to Moses.
So I'm awake now.
Yep.
Great.
So I'm gonna help him up, and we're gonna follow Godfrey a little bit. We're leaving too.
Can I go back up to the dude's house?
I will come with you. If I die because of doing this, we might as well be.
Did Godfrey take Sam? What are we
No,
doing with?
I asked somebody to please take Sam because my hands are full. So he's still there.
Well, now my hands are full.
Why don't you just put the things back in his pockets and then carry him?
Carry him.
I will retcon. I'm walking away, dragging Sam very slowly away.
Okay. I'm just tapping on
I'm with you, by
on
the
the
way.
thing with the butt of my gun because I have it at the. Well, I don't have it at the ready, but I do have it, and it's loaded. But I don't have it like ready to shoot.
Listen away.
This door is not opening. No lights come on.
can I kick down the door?
Sure.
Cool. Is that a strength?
Yeah.
Okay. You seem very unenthused.
I'm looking up.
Look at that. A fail.
All right, well, here I go.
You
All
kick
right.
the door and your foot hurts.
All right, okay. Well, this is something that Merrick taught me. I passed.
Oh yeah.
Shoulder
I was in
check.
New York.
Okay.
Check the door.
The door breaks down. All the lights are off. You come into a main hall. There is kind of a living room to the right. You see a kitchen, like the doorway to a kitchen down at the end of the hall. And there are stairs on your left that go up to an upper floor.
I don't think we should split up. We should stick together.
I don't know if I want to call out for the sir, you know?
Let's not do that. You're stealthy.
No.
You're stealthy. I'm stealthy.
Well, okay.
Okay.
I'm looking around. Are there any, like, strange items? Well, yeah, are there any strange items?
Nope. It's seems like a normal rancher's house.
I go upstairs.
No. Sure.
Okay.
He's no normal rancher.
So you're going upstairs. You're walking up the stairs. You see on the wall there's a picture of his family. It's just him and his wife. They're like older. There's like a picture frame hanging up on the wall. They look happy together.
Aww. Is there something strange about it? Can I
Nope.
look? Okay.
No. You know, he looks like a nice fellow. I mean, he wasn't very nice when I talked to him the first time.
Hey.
I wonder why.
Huh.
I wonder for what reason.
All right.
I was very nice to him when we started the conversation.
I was very nice to him, telling him how I damaged his barn, and then got upset with him for being upset about that.
Oh, I said there might be some damage because one of his feet turned into black goop.
Yeah, and what would a person believe about that? A normal person. Exactly.
I mean,
what
was
would
looking
they
a little
possibly
bloody.
think about that?
Was harmed a little bit, okay. Alright, well, I don't know if I want to go to this guy. You know, he seems like a nice fellow, and our friends are wandering off.
Part of me is like, I have to find it in my to not pursue this further, but my brain is just telling me we gotta make him pay somehow. How about we break one of his windows?
We could just walk downstairs.
That is not very religious of you.
I know.
I say this in the back of your mind.
Nope, don't do that. We can't break a window. Turn the other cheek. Turn the other cheek. Turn the other cheek. Let's not. Yeah. I'm gonna walk out.
Do I? Well, before we do leave, is he like dead quiet? Is he like really not there? Can I hear anything while I'm going through?
You can roll, and it would take an extreme success.
Okay. That's my what's in
I
it.
gotta roll a 6. And I
I
failed.
gotta roll a 6. Oh no, it was the wrong one. I failed.
Okay. You don't hear anything.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
No
Well,
revenge. No revenge, Merrick.
I
well,
never
buddy.
said I wanted to get revenge. I just
Well,
want to
we
speak
broke
to the
into
man.
the guy's house, and
He
we snuck
deserves it.
around.
He had the goopy sheep.
That's revenge.
All right.
Right there. He deserves it.
Okay. Well, I guess we can just leave. I suppose we don't need to mess with him any further. At least he's got a broken door for a dead man that we have, so.
I'm gonna strategically leave a copy of the Bible.
You're just
How many copies do you have?
I have plenty.
I on college campuses that have the mini Bibles that they hand out on the street corner.
Okay.
Every hotel room you guys have gotten,
Yeah.
Princeton has just been taking the Bible out of the like drawer.
Yeah.
Oh,
And-
wait, sorry, I had to step out. What are we doing right now?
Oh, nothing.
You guys are walking away, and they broke into this guy's house.
Okay.
And then we're now planning a Bible. Well, I have a
No.
couple Bibles. I'm gonna one for each member of his family. So
So two.
I don't two. Okay. And I don't know if he has a pen, but I really want to write for you, Mister. Read every page
Aggressively. You want to write it aggressively.
in blood. In
All
blood.
underlined.
Lots of underlines, lots of italics.
And I'm like, all right. Also, I highlight the part in blood about about the flood and how it removes all the wicked.
Okay.
You have that much time? You brought a highlighter?
And blood. Yeah.
Oh, you said in blood. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, as we're leaving, and we're right at the door, we're at his front porch, I say, "Have a good night, sir."
I don't say anything.
And then I leave
I don't know
to
if that's
join, to like run over and try to join the rest of the people.
You both need to roll me
for
luck
further.
checks.
Okay.
And I spent like 20 luck trying to beat everybody up. And I
hard
passed.
success. Hard
I-
success.
Yeah, no, that's a hard.
Okay.
My luck is at 90, so I'm doing.
Yeah,
pretty
no,
well
that's
for
a mix.
myself.
Yeah. Hard.
As as you're leaving, you do hear some sirens. And I guess that's where we'll leave it. You guys walking off into the darkness with Sam's body.
I really hope that there's no DNA testing because I just left the Bible with my blood on it.
Yep.
That wasn't very smart.
Well,
I
it
mean,
was.
most of what I just did wasn't very smart, but
So, that's it for this week. You can find us next week on twitch.tv/NotJustAnyRPG. If you watched or listened on either of our other platforms, we'd love to invite you. We stream Fridays at 8 p.m. Eastern. And you can find our Twitter at NotJustAnyPod. There you'll find information on this show as well as our podcast about literature, Not Just Any Book Club. And then, is there something else that I'm totally blanking on? Oh, please rate us. Please rate us 5 stars, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, follow, whatever it is on whatever platform. Please and thank you. All right, we'll see you all next week.